Audio's coming through the stream, but it's not coming through my headphones.
This ends now.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try the unplug and replug technique.
Come closer, critters.
It worked. Well, how about that? It's like I knew it would work. For the Alliance, bro, you dare start the stream? You dare come into my chat as I'm like half awake, not even like really like 100% here, and you dare come in with the opposition? How dare you? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, David Balboa? Who do you think you are, Rocky? Bro, you're not the main character right now. Good to have you here, man. I'm trying Octazari, okay? I decided to take a break from Mill Warlock because, my God, I don't think I necessarily have the brain power to pilot Mill Warlock today. So we're not gonna do that. And I feel like some people have been like, Clark, please stop playing Mill Warlock. It's like watching it's like watching a family member that starts getting into like IPAs or into like very, very specific drinks. And they're like, yeah, man, that's just the kind of guy that I am now, bro. I'm an IPA man. Also, what the fuck? Why is this in here? Wait a minute. This is not my deck. This is someone else's deck. I do not believe in the HELLSCREAMer. Alright, well. I really don't understand why we have HELLSCREAMers here, but they also are for attack minions. So I guess I'll just tempo out to save the coin for maybe like Ysera or something. Because this is also Awakening next turn. I have coin hero power into summon a 5-drop, which also could be pretty good. But at this point, just want to deviate. Is he really gonna double trade that? Oh wow, okay. 1/1, that's fine. I mean, I get to attack twice because of this. I guess I don't need the hero power at this point. Oh, that's why this is in here. You know, I mean, you don't even need it, though. Like, I have coin even without it. I guess we kind of have to do this now because we're going to fail bad. Alright, well. Yeah, I don't know who put HELLSCREAMer in this deck, but they're omega wrong. This is not my deck. My deck would never have such bad card. I'm not allowed to run bad card. It's against my brand.
Follow the flutterwings.
I guess now I don't have to use the coin. Play this for 4. If I play this for 4, I could actually coin this out for 3. Oh, that's a little annoying. I guess we still doing this. Like, it is a little bit concerning, but I'm about to build up the wall. I guess Anachronos is something I have to kind of consider. But I don't know about that. Yo, what's going on, Dark Bounty? Good to see you, man. Oh, me just now realizing that Spotify's not coming through. Of course it's not. Hold on. Let me capture that. As I'm listening to some very epic music. Alright, there it is. I've been like obsessed with this soundtrack. Let's see. I could take this trade. I could take this trade, and then I could, like, infiltrate something else, or I could infiltrate, like, one of these guys. But if I'm doing that, if I'm infiltrating, I'm not really doing anything else. So I think what I need to do is just trade into here. But then this thing's just gonna come back as a 5/5. I don't really know if I care. I don't really want that to happen, but can I really stop it? I also could just take this attack and then just play Yor. Is that better? Force him to respond. I feel like I don't have to worry 100% about an Acronos. Because of, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an Acronos super awkward, where it's like, now you kind of want to kill this, right? It's either you're gonna go face and you're gonna accomplish nothing, and now this gets less value, and come back as a smaller minion. And then I can hide behind the second Hellscreamer. Or the second, Fellbat. See, dude, now that the Hellscreamer's in this deck, I'm getting my words twisted. How dare they? Okay, so I can attack this, it's only 2 now. Then again, this is a pretty chunky board. Haven't really been milking the value here yet. However, I can do this. Now it's super awkward for him to clear these minions. Give me more value. I might be able to exit our launch ship now, and then we just roll with Big Chonker. However, I do not have the Shatter Turret yet, which might complicate things just a little bit. Oh, you asshole. Oh my god, wait a minute. 6, I don't want to do that math. 6, 10, 17. Oh, would you look at that? He's barely cracking the armor. Oh, doesn't even crack the armor. Never mind, I included this 3. Did he miss an attack? Wait a minute. Did he, like, actually miss an attack? So here's the question. Do I make big ship or do I make big armor with exit R? I feel like it's a little too soon. This is what I feel like we do. We do this first, because we still want to hit the turret, right? We definitely still want the turret. So I can boop this. Everything dead. And we just keep milking. We just keep milking. Does the damage matter? 8-drop minions. 5 damage really isn't gonna matter against 8 drops. So we just high roll other demons. Been having one of the worst weekends in a really long time. Really hope everyone is doing better than me. Goomba, I've been paying attention to the news, and honestly, dude, it's fucking, it's insane what's happening right now, man. I can't imagine what it's like living through all that shit. I don't usually like talking about world events right now, but you definitely need a Spirit Razor. I really hope that everything is gonna work out in the end, man. There's just nothing else really to say at a time like this, but you're in my thoughts at least. Figured you would like to hear that. But yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. Too soon, Executus. You have awakened me too soon. What's going on, Annie?
That one is not prepared.
I wanna play Yor because it's like, it's ingrained in my mind where it's like, if I could play this card, I should play it. I have to play the Yor. It's the only way. It is your destiny, Clark HELLSCREAM. If you're not playing the Yor, what else are you doing?
Demons.
I could Hero Power, Fellbat into Blind Box. Just keep milking the value. Like, we're gaining so much armor at this point. It probably might be wrong to not just launch here. But boy, do I enjoy making big numbers. It's like I'm playing Balatro, but in Hearthstone. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna do this.
It cannot attack
Oh my god, guys, I have killed Jaden now. My deck is undefeatable. Guys, I randomly generated kill Jaden. He's gonna quit the game now. That's how Hearthstone works in 2025. What mods would I recommend for Balatro? Tic Tac, if you're asking about mods, you're already diving deeper into the game than I ever did. My goal with the game was never really to mod it. It was just to play the game and kind of like get used to playing on gold stake. But I'm still, whenever I play the game, which is very like casually, I've been playing on green stake, or I've been watching my brother. My brother had a run the other day where he had like, I think 3 negative copy jokers with like Baron, Mime, and all this other nonsense. So he was just going for like the highest high card possible. But he also had all of the vouchers, and he was able to reroll for the Serpent. And the reason why you want that is because Serpent allows you to use your discards and your plays in order to give you the biggest hand possible, and then you Omega unload as many kings and copy effects as possible. It's a very fun strategy in my opinion. One of my favorites that I've been trying to replicate. But for mods, there's a PvP mod, which I've seen Rarin do this with Dr. Spectrate and with Raffle. I don't exactly know how it works, but that's what I would look into. Oh, buddy, let's go. I finally got the turret, which means I can finally launch the ship. I guess I can figure out that. Because now I can kill 10-10. We launch the ship. We pick at the armor. We attack her with the ship, and then we get to keep this boy. And if this somehow dies, maybe this can bring it back. Yo! Ratula! Good to have you here, man. Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you for contributing to the subathon. We're actually 2 subs away from hitting our microphone redemption, which is going to be awesome. I'm not going to be able to immediately get it, but it's going to be purchased for sure in the future. I'm kind of waiting on paying some bills before I go and spend the money on that stuff. But I will say this though, because of family gatherings that are happening for the very obvious reasons of it being Father's Day, I'm only doing a short stream today, and I'm not going to be doing a lot of the redemptions. There's one redemption I want to do at least, which is going to be the fast food tier list, because that is going to be, I don't know, dude. Something about tier lists and Twitch chat, it seems to get people chatting, and that's all I really want to do today. I want to relax. I had a gig yesterday. If it's not obvious, I'm not exactly looking 100%. Oh my god, he played the Anachronos, but I'm at 80 life, so it don't matter. I have infinite life. Make Clark even more toxic. Oh, look at that. He blundered, guys. Now this doesn't get to attack anything. Oh, no. Whatever will he do? Whatever will I do? Oh, wait a minute. Oops. My finger slipped. Sorry, I didn't mean to play that card. I really didn't mean to play this card. My hand slipped. Dude, what can I say? 75 plus 17 isn't 80. Dude, you want the only math that matters is the amount of drinks that I had last night. Okay, don't you dare correct my math on the field right now. It's infinite life. It's infinite armor. What is he going to do? I have nothing to worry about. I am perfectly okay. I am perfectly normal, functioning human, and I can do everything in my power in order to throw the game, and it won't matter. Am I going back to Mill soon? I wanted to take a break off Mill Lock because I'm not gonna lie, I had a gig last night and it was literally a private party, and this was like the last part. Like, okay, so context: we played this guy's private party like almost 4 or 5 years in a row now, and this was the last time that he was doing it because he's retiring and he's getting old and he just wants someone else to have the mantle, so to speak. So like they went out with a bang, and before I even had my entire drum kit assembled, they were like, hey, Jello shots, you have to take one. And it's like, well, shit. If everyone else is gonna do it. So that was the start of my afternoon. Imagine what the evening was like. Okay, wait a minute. This is actually kind of a problem. Wait a minute. This is a lot of damage. But I do have red cards out the wazoo. It doesn't really look like I'm going to be able to utilize my Octazari, which is very saddening to me.
I grow impatient.
I guess I could just go ahead and do this into this, but then I don't have a lot of ways of clearing, and 5 damage really isn't even accomplishing much. Okay, we'll do this. I mean, at the same time, I want to save a red card. Fuck it, it actually is probably correct to do it this way. Alright. There's my boo. I have full board. Oh yeah, that's right. I do get the board back this turn. I forgot about that. Alright, we're actually fine, dude. Because now we've got Big Boy hiding behind. Oh no. Is that gonna oh boy, wait a minute. Okay, so this was technically on the field first, so I think this Death Rattle triggers first. Yeah. I mean, he just gave me an out to kill him if I just get this star out of my hand. See, dude, this is why I really hate the HELLSCREAM, because imagine if I had like another AoE or whatever. I wouldn't even be worried. This is a lot of damage though. Wait a minute. Oh, bro, I have nothing to worry about. What am I talking about? Alright, buddy, figure it out. I want to be able to play Octazari into red card, just to show him that he's already doomed. It's already over, my friend. You just haven't ended the game yet. Kill Jaden with the Octago guy is so funny to me. See, okay, so like, I got this randomly. I got this from a blind box. So it was just destined to be, apparently. What's not destined is this guy beating me, though. As he keeps dealing damage, I just keep gaining more and more and more and more life. And honestly, I just have this into this into this now. I am really hoping I top deck return policy. I am mega hoping, if you will, for the return policy. Ooh, he's so good. How does he do it? Alright, so now I can do this. It begins. Guess I might as well just launch. Do I bother playing red card? I might as well. I'm winning the game in 2 turns anyway, and the hero power really doesn't matter. I mean, I guess the hero power could have killed a minion. Yeah, you know, I should have punched a minion. I unironically should have used my gigantic thing of armor. And I just should have love tapped the 12-1. Yeah, playing red card didn't matter here. My next card. I'm pretty sure I'm fine if I take a bunch of damage here for 2 turns. Whoa. That's kind of a lot. Wait a minute. Dude, the thing that really sucks about hitting this Kill Jaden randomly is the fact that it dissynergizes with what I'm trying to do. If I play this, I take more damage. It's either do this and high roll, which I really don't want to have to do. At the same time, dude, am I ever winning with the Octazari here? Oh my god. It's because I threw away the Ceaseless. I threw away the Ceaseless. Am I unironically about to lose this? 48. I mean, no, I don't think I'm dead, actually. Okay, I see what we can do here. Next turn, we can go this into this, and then after we take all the damage, we can then play the Kill Jaden, and we deal 5 to the board. So this will probably be our comeback. Ow. I'm definitely living. Oh, damn it, I forgot about the deal 10. Oh, we all forgot about the deal 10, bro. Alright, I need to cut out the bad cards. I'm not gonna lie. Raging Hellscreamer, legitimately being in this deck, actually threw us that game. If it was any other card, it would have been better. Alright, what is this? Zayt. Yes, Hellscreamer is just the only card I don't agree with. Only one? Okay, wait, what happened to my deck? Yeah, we need the sleepy Octo. I think this is how we hit Legend. I don't know how Cube is in here. I don't know how that deck was here. I think what happened is that someone gave me a list and then I was like, ooh, wait. I don't know how I feel about that. This is actually the deck that I wanted to play. Because I unironically feel like this deck is like super good against like DK and stuff like that. Like, if they can't hit us in the face, they can't kill us. I could go armor, but it's like, the thing about armor is that it makes it really awkward with all the stuff. Alright, so here we go. Let's put our opponents to sleep, shall we? Did you notice that you could have launched ship for... Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I have one direction right now, and that's to combo opponents. It's not even about winning games. I legitimately can't be bothered to hit Legend right now, dude. I don't want to play the decks that are good right now. It's like, yeah, I can play Protoss Mage, but I don't want to. I can play Starship DK, but I don't want to. I don't even really care about winning with Octazari Demon Hunter if I'm not winning with Octazari, you know? That's just kind of where I'm at right now. Where it's like, I don't have any competitive reason to play, and if I'm not like in love with the meta, then I'm not gonna spend all day forcing myself to try and like the meta, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna play the decks that I enjoy, and I'll play them half-assed whenever I want to play them half-assed. I have no pressure to perform right now. And if I'm being honest, I'm just popping on stream because I want to say hi to you guys. It's been like 2 days, and 2 days of not streaming is like a fucking eternity. It's like I've been abusing my children. I haven't been home for 2 days. Well, daddy's back home, and man, is he upset about what's happening at the factory? Yo, what's going on, Moon? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I had a gig last night. I am definitely still feeling some effects of what I drank last night. Okay, so this into Coin Yor is no longer really an option. I guess I just should have played this, because then I could have tempoed this out. Not terrible. It's like I'm abusing my children, he says. It is true, dude. Like, imagine not having supervision when you're like 7 years old for like 2 days. How do you live? How do you eat food? You better at least know how to fry an egg. Like, goddamn. Okay, so I've got Infiltrate. It's really sad that the 3/3 just eats it here, but it is what it is. Ooh, wait, do I ever emo now? Probably not. Because then we have double emo into Yor. play double emo here, though. 2 days of streaming is like not forever, considering it's supposed to be a subathon. Well, here's the thing. The subathon was never going to be every single day throughout this month. I already knew that wasn't going to be a thing because I literally have gigs that I have a contractual obligation to go to. So it was never going to be like that kind of subathon, and I said that from the very beginning. But fair point. Unfortunately, during the summer, this is one of our busiest times, and we like there's just no way that I can juggle doing these gigs and doing streaming. Way too much, bro. It's Diamond 4. Hexa, I have no fucking motivation to hit Legend right now, dude. I legitimately could. I'm not playing Starship DK. I'm not playing Spell Damage Druid. I'm not playing these decks. I actively choose to say no. I want nothing to do with these archetypes. And because of that, I am just gonna play what I find enjoyable. And if I find the hottest piece of garbage to be more enjoyable than the best meta deck, then gosh darn it, I'ma do it. I don't care about hitting Legend right now, and that's kind of the sad thing. I don't even think the meta is even in a bad spot. I just don't want to play the decks that are good. Like, I would just rather do something else. I don't think it's necessarily good or bad what the meta is right now, but I'm not playing it. Alright, here we go. Give me an 8. Playing Starship DK, and I've gotten so many friend requests. Yeah. Unhealthy subathons are just plain stupid. And that's another thing, dude. Like, I don't want the subathon to get in the way of, like, making YouTube content if I need to. That isn't a boring state. This is one thing that I kind of don't like about the reveal schedule they have. Bait my friends with a homebrew. Am I dead? No, not yet. And it's like, dude, am I really gonna be playing fucking Menagerie Priest in order to grind out of the elo that is still Diamond 4 at this point of the season? Absolutely not. Well, guess what? I still might be winning this game either way. Okay, hold on. It's kind of sad, dude. If I had, like, another Sleepy.
My mana is too low.
Oh, wait, no. What I need now is Fell Hunter. If I get Fell Hunter, I'm probably gonna live. Menagerie Priest is so boring. Menagerie still feels like bait. Not at this rank, it wouldn't be. At this rank, it would totally work. Like, I wouldn't even have to focus on my opponent. I would just have to make basic board and just make big board, and I would win more games probably than I'm winning with Mill Warlock at the moment. He was curve DK. If you get the mirror, you cry and flip a coin. Honestly, dude, I would do that. I would unironically flip a coin in order to decide the outcome. Oh, son of a bitch, dude. I'm actually losing this game because Fell Hunter is bottom 12. This is sad. I guess I could play Return Policy and then do it. That also could work. So I'll give this a little love tap. All right, come on, dude. I need to hit Fell Hunter. If I don't hit Fell Hunter, we're not winning the game. Yo, Larry coming in with the 5 gifted. Venteri, Sidisi, Miraz, Wand Angel, and Mav 132431. Good to have you guys here. We have now hit our 250 goal, which means our camera's getting upgraded, baby. And there's the Fellhound. Look at that. The game just knows when to celebrate. Thank you for that support, Larry. Welcome to the Horde, everybody. As we now win the game. We literally cannot lose now. Unless he finds... I mean, maybe he can find silence, I guess, but... He's gonna need a lot of silence. Go ahead and remove these guys. It really sucks to lose my yours, but it is what it is. I need the board space, which is why the yours gotta go. Camera acquired. Next is the microphone. Oh, wait a minute, dude, no. What is it, like 25% chance of it being explosive runes?
I should have taken a vacation ages ago.
Well, actually, this is fine. If this is explosive runes, it's fine. Dude, hold on a minute. I'm like actually winning this game. I was complaining about losing, but it turns out I'm actually a winner. I just didn't have the winner's mentality. Do I deserve it? I don't know, but the game apparently thinks I do.
You possess true power.
I love how toxic this deck is. The game wants you to put the shades back on. I'm just so good that even when I'm sleeping, I'm winning. That's just how it works. Okay, so it's not barrier. Let's see if it's explosive runes. It is not. And now we win. Go on, try to deal with this, priest. Like, he's about to have 1 mana cards, and I literally couldn't care less. Like, what matters off the hero power? There's no, like, mass dispel out. Just finding a bunch of AoE, it's still not gonna matter, dude. Oh my, dude, I love how this deck is just the absolute antithesis to what happens at this rank. They're like, they want to go unga bunga, and I'm like, nah, not today. Not today, aggro priest, get out of here. Yeah, Zeph MD. Zeph, I think, was the only way out of that, right? Please be the gotcha version, Prage. Wait, gotcha? What is YouTube talking about? I am a wiener? Lola, please, come back. I'm not a nobody. I'm a wiener. I don't know what YouTube's talking about, but they're talking about wieners, apparently. Today, my brothers, we sleep. Today, we feast, you mean. We feast on sleep. Because sleep is... Oh my god, dude. I wish I had more sleep last night. My name is Top G HELLSCREAM, and I have some sad news for you. If she don't look like a Rana Thrill Seeker, then you need to kick her to the curb. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty based, honestly. That's pretty based, man. If she don't have like ears like an elf, then she's gotta go, okay? Like, gotta be honest, man. We've been so invested in into these type of characters recently. Did I see the Lanessa nerf? Wait, what Lanessa nerf? Like, in addition to what they did to Divine Brew? What is the Lanessa nerf? Assume that I'm stupid and I don't know anything about Hearthstone. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I've been playing the game, but I have not been like playing the game. You know what I mean? It's funnier to let you figure it out. Well, then send me the patch notes or the bug report or wherever it is, because I don't know where to find it. Where do I find this information? I am too lazy to figure it out myself. And I'm kind of rocking to some chili peppers right now, you know? I have my priorities in line. Why isn't this deck so popular? It's literally an anti-meta deck. Because it's boring, and people hate this style of gameplay. And if anything, they don't want more people to figure out that it exists. That's my opinion, at least. Like, this deck is kind of funny, And it's like, I would rather try to make Octazari work, which is why I'm playing it. But for most people, this isn't funny to them. It's sad. It's very sad that, you know, you can't go face when you're trying to go face. And you have this big, dumb, sleeping idiot in the way. And some people are like, this isn't what Hearthstone should be. Hearthstone should only be me play minion, me go face, and me win the game. No other decision should happen. Remember when you played Piloted Shredder back in the day and it automatically won the game? I want to go back to that day, streamer. Is it possible for me to relive the Piloted Shredder? No, it's not. It's not possible for you to relive the Piloted Shredder days. So you might as well get over it. And you might as well embrace whatever stupid archetype you find along your path. And you just play what you enjoy. Just play what you enjoy. Stop giving a shit about what your opponents are gonna think, you know? If I get added at Twitter because I'm playing a cringe archetype, I'll deal with it. Because at the end of the day, if my cringe archetype is not a meta tyrant and isn't like absolutely ruining the game, I shouldn't feel bad about playing. I will say that like decks like in View Hunter are decks that I really can't enjoy their degeneracy, but I can understand why someone does enjoy their degeneracy. But it's like, you got your time in the sun. This kind of deck, this deck isn't going away. It's not a problem. It's just another way to play the game. Playing Hearthstone is cringe. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of funny. At the party that I went to last night, someone was like, yo, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a Twitch streamer, and I'm a content creator, and I play card games. And he's like, oh, so like Balatro? And I just literally had a double take moment being like, this guy knows Balatro? I was just like, yes, let's fucking go, dude. Another Balatro gamer, let's fucking go. So yeah, I was really happy to see that. Yeah, holy Balatro based. Exactly, dude. Like, it's instead of saying like Magic the Gathering or like literally any other card game that's very popular right now, bro said Balatro. Yes, it's great, dude. Turns out real life people play video games too. Yeah, I know, right? It's always a double take moment whenever I meet a gamer in the music world. Cause here's the thing, man, like, just like gaming, like music and gaming have an overlap. There's a Venn diagram. And that is, to be good at music and to be good at gaming, you have to invest a lot of time into it. If you're good at both music and you're both good at gaming, you put a lot of time into that, you know? People just play Magic or just flip boxes. Nah, dude. Whenever I tell people that I play card games, they're usually like, oh, so poker or blackjack, right? And I'm like, no. No, not at all. Is that when you eat bologna and cilantro? That is awful. What? Bologna and cilantro? That's it? For real? Yesterday I met 5 aggro decks in a row at Diamond 5. But Clark, you're not playing Arcanite Defense Crystal? Not yet. I could go back to it. That's my secret. I suck at gaming and I suck at drumming. Yo, me too, man. I mean, so chat, unironically, I am not trying to sound like I don't think I'm a good drummer, okay? I'm not trying to be self-conscious here. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm really not that good of a drummer. I'm really not. The only thing that I really have as a drummer is good foundation of technique and fundamentals. Like, I could keep a beat and stay in the pocket and play that same beat for the entire song if you want me to. However, if you ask me to improv on the spot or to play something I don't really know, I fucking fall apart, dude. I hate to break it to you, but it's like this in anything. Yes, but specifically with gaming and with music, to be good, like, think about how much time it took for Raffle to be good at Balatro. You know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about the decks. I want to play this deck just to piss off everyone. But like the point that I'm trying to make is that whenever you're in the world of music and you are meeting other gigging musicians, that's usually the thing they invest like 90% of their time into. And then like the other 10% of their time is them just trying to live and maybe having like a few other hobbies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I have a friend that is a full-time nurse and a full-time gigging musician, and yet this bitch still finds time to go out to bars and hang out with people and make endless like connections with people around town. She's just like literally the most social person that I've ever met, and she literally works a job that would have me like essentially dying. It's like if I like she just does so fucking much, dude, and it baffles me that I'm doing like something similar in terms of like hours committed, where I put so much time into content, into editing, into all this other stuff, and I'm fucking like exhausted at the end of the day. But yet she's physically active and yeah, and is nursing, dude. Like, damn. Clark is probably a good drunk buddy, but then you never call him back. Damn. That hits pretty hard. Pretty true though. I am like the most sociable person at a bar, and like if you talk to me and you actually want to have a conversation with me, I'll talk with you. You know, I'll be your friend for a night, for a price. You have a dog. This is the difference. You know, that's also true. I gotta make sure my doggos take care of. Also, I think this is an auto lose matchup. I can't really win unless I do Octazari shenanigans. So I need Octazari literally right now. You want a fist fight versus me? Dude, what are we, an Irish, what are we, an Irish family? Why are we getting into fights with each other? The good old-fashioned Irish, Irish goodbye. Or Irish, standoff. Insert more jokes about the Irish. Well, I mean, this is Ukko, because I have, like, nothing I can really accomplish here. I want to save the cube. So I guess I just throw out Sleepy, draw a card, and I call it a day. Clark is the one guy at the bar you yap to after you order before your friends show up. Oh, that's 100% true, dude. Like, something that I used to do, and I don't really do this anymore because it's kind of a waste of time and a waste of money, but every now and again, like probably like twice, no more, 3 times a week was definitely a problem, but no more than like twice a week, when I was living at the apartments, I would like go out to the bars, and I would go out to like, you know, whatever is happening at like popular spots, and sometimes I would just shoot pool. I would just invite some friends out and stuff like that, but every now and again I would go out by myself, and I would usually go out on Tuesdays because I knew that I had a friend that worked in that area that I knew in high school. He would hang out at this particular bar and he would shoot pool, and I didn't know that he was like a big pool guy. So I tried to make it my goal in order to, like, you know, run into him on Tuesdays because that was the day that he usually would go out. And then we try to make it a thing. Alright, here we go. You're me, dude. Oh. Oh. Oh, you can go fuck yourself. Oh, god damn it, dude. No. No. Why? Oh, the sadness I feel is immeasurable. Well. I guess we deserved it. Yeah. Is he playing a Fight Club? I mean, if this was Fight Club right now, I would be like a 150-pound man going up against like a 250 bull who's going to literally eat me, and it's like, wait a minute. They're not here to see a fight. They're here to see a murder right now. And I would be that kid getting murdered and being put on the news the next day because holy crap, I have no chance against this deck. Like, this is like putting up John Wick against anybody. Like, I'm not gonna beat John Wick. I'm fucking dead, dude. This game was over literally before it even began. You can do nothing, because there is nothing that you can do. Now get the fuck out of my sight. I cut the only out paraglides. Yeah, I mean, in this matchup, yeah, paraglides would be good. I mean, if you take out the Octazari combo, you put in paraglides. There's your combo. But I wanted to put in the Octazari combo because I love it. I could always discover paraglides, right? If I wasn't a total noob.
I see.
Okay, wait, there's the Octo. I mean, dude, wait a minute. I don't care about my deck. Greetings, bitch. Wait a minute, could I actually pop off my combo before him? I literally have Arana into double return policy. Wait a minute, do I actually win? Dude, I win the game if he kills that. I could kill it myself as well. Double paraglide into emo. Or double infiltrate, I mean. Double infiltrate into emo. Dude, we're actually gonna beat our worst matchup. Wait a minute. Imagine if John Wick died at the end of the first movie. This is what this feels like. Wait a minute. Oh, dude, wait a minute. He's only dealing 20. He hasn't even hit the button yet. Dude, he's so dead. It's Omega over.
My hand is full.
That would have been pretty funny if I did that. But unnecessary. Okay, so we win in 2 turns now. Bro realizes he's getting memed on. Now it's not lethal. What do you mean it's not lethal, dude? It's not. It was never going to be lethal this turn. It's lethal next turn, you fool. And I have even more gas in the tank now. It's setting up the lethal. Like, like we can't kill the Octazari on the field, which means we're not at the end of our deck. We were only like do -8 in fatigue. Now we could go beyond 16. Like, it's just over. I have literally all the time in the world. It's over. Unleash. Unleash infinite power! Unlimited power! I will never, ever, ever feel bad about getting a lethal with Octazari. Okay? Never. I will never feel bad about this happening. I don't play card games. I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. What about Pot of Octazari? Or Octobro? I play Octobro, which allows me to draw 8 cards from my deck. And then you take the damage instead! Haha! Okay, I did look at this, but I didn't give my take on it. Okay, what's going on here? Party Planner Vona Warlock. Ooh, this actually looked kind of spicy. Consume Spirit Bomb. Oh man. Yeah, you need to gather energy from other people to believe in this deck. That's why the Spirit Bomb. Fertile Bone Buccaneer, Dreadhound Handler, eat the Imp, 1 copy though. Copy card. Okay, so yeah, you run the copy cards because of the Vona. Ancient of Yore with Curse Campaign, Ultraless Cavern, and Layover removals. So you're trying to make like a late game Yore Warlock that has Party Planner Vona as like a win condition? This looks pretty cool. I doubt it's power, but I mean, if you just do your stuff could just still win by itself. But you have early game tempo as well. It's pretty spicy, honestly. How is it performing and what is it doing well against? Wear Amalgam. Make the 8/8s forever. You're sounding like Jimmy now. I mean, honestly, dude, Amalgam would make sense in that deck, though. Amalgam would make a lot of sense in that deck. I won against Pain Demon Hunter and lost against Ship DK until now. Wait, oh, okay, so it's actually beating aggro. That's good. Love me some Octazari. Yo, what's going on, Ulticon? Dude, this is just like my favorite archetype to be playing right now. It's like, do I suffer and play meta and have to like try hard against the Protoss mages, or can I just bully them with Octazari? I mean, it's a very simple answer. It's a very, very simple answer. Octazari and Archdruid of Thorns are like the only cards I really want to mess with right now. And you want to know the reason why, chat? I really have realized this. And I feel like I'm gonna give this feedback to Blizzard, because it's like, they made a balance patch, right? And no one gives a damn. No one gives a fuck about this balance patch. You know what I mean? Nobody really wants this meta right now. And you wanna know why they don't want the meta right now? Does anybody have an idea? And I'll give you a hint, okay? If anyone's like, oh, because the meta's bad. No, it's not. It's not that. It's not about the meta being good or bad. Why is this patch useless? Why do you think I am saying that this patch is useless? It's a month-long preset time slot, really stupid. You pretty much hit it, dude. Nobody wants a meta where Jug is relevant. Disagree. It's not about Jug being meta relevant. Dude, they're revealing a new expansion and you're already thinking about new cards. Why do I care about how these cards are right now when literally in a month, it's not gonna matter? You know, and I realize Hearthstone's always like this. Hearthstone is always more so looking towards the future than anything else. And I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get a little bit old in my opinion. Where it's like, the reveal season is great in terms of all the people that get that get the information, and they have like different ways of creators showcasing, you know, what they think about the cards, you know, card reveals, all this kind of stuff. And there's like a month-long review process. I don't know, dude. I feel like it only really benefits a couple of people to do it that way. And I'm not really sure if I have like a better suggestion other than releasing the cards slightly faster. But it's just like, we take a month to go over new cards, and during that month, you don't care about what's happening in the current standard. You're only thinking about what's gonna happen in the future. And I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like it kind of makes the game so much less enjoyable when you're thinking about the cool new toy you're gonna be getting, and you're not thinking about the toys that are in front of you right now. It's literally, oh yeah, I don't want to play with you anymore. It really do be like that right now. I don't think I really care. I mean, I maybe care about that. It's card draw. Stop him from getting value. I can play my Sleepy, and then when this awakens, it's not really a problem. I'm not even thinking about the next expansion because I know that we'll keep playing Starships. I don't think I agree with that. I feel like what they're doing with this next expansion, they are literally giving like token and aggro decks so much more gas. And because of that, you're going to have a lot more decks that are able to contest the weaknesses of these Starship decks. Like, yeah, we still don't have like silence and stuff like that. But it's like, I feel like something that we're gonna start seeing is more aggressive decks become better. Alright. Kind of have to do it this way. I have to say, man, one of my favorite interactions is just the, oh no, he did it to me! No! Oh, man. All right, hold on. I played this so I can activate its Death Rattle. damn it, dude. He literally did it to me. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, I hate this deck, dude. Oh, I hate this fucking deck. Oh, this deck can go jump off a cliff, have its untimely demise be reported in the Monday news, and I would just flip channels like nothing happened. If this deck were to mysteriously disappear, I wouldn't call the cops about it. Ay, 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 what a fucking pain. Get it? Yeah, low hanging fruit. I'm gonna love farming noobs with my sea shanty paladin, day 1. Pretend for 2 days that the cards are playable, deal cards again. Dude, I think that like Token Druid, for example. Token Druid or like Menagerie Shaman. You can't tell me they're making all these aggressive tools. You're telling me none of them are gonna work? Demon Hearthstone got the worst quest. I feel like we're being a little harsh here. Some of the quests do look kind of bad, but I feel like the Shaman one is pretty decent. I feel like the Shaman one's decent. I feel like the Demon Hunter one has potential. Okay, Death Knight, definitely keep this. Do I ever just keep the Octazari? I think we actually do. Because we just want to jam it. Just play him as soon as possible. No way the Shaman one is playable? What do you mean no way the Shaman one is playable? You just have to play minions for it, right? I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do like a card review myself, I swear. Next season, guys, I definitely need to do this, but I need to do like Zeddy style of reviews. Talk about the cards like as soon as they come out. So that way I can guide these kids into having better opinions. There's just not enough people putting out, you know, enough information. And it's getting lost in translation. Alright, there we go. There's the Shaman one. Yes, play 7 unique minion types. I really don't feel like it's that difficult to do this. And if you're playing a Menagerie deck anyway, you're just literally getting benefit from playing minions. And you have so many cards like this that are like Murloc Undead, for example. This does beg the question, how does this get countered? Like, if I play an Undead Murloc and then I play a Murloc, is it gonna be smart enough to pick up on that, essentially? I really don't know the answer to that, but we'll find out, I guess. Hunter Quest looks kind of scary. And that's another thing, man. The Hunter Quest is just pure tempo. Like, get a random 8, 6, and 4 attack beast. Set their cost to 2. That's just decent, man. Playing minions for value as you've been playing mid-range minions for most of the game. And also, like, there's ways of buffing the raptors in your deck with Supreme Dinomancy. I don't think Supreme Dinomancy is gonna be that good, but the point that I'm trying to make is that there's definitely going to be stuff out there that people aren't giving enough attention to. And it's gonna slip under the radar, and the moment it becomes good, those same people that are like, oh, this was never gonna be good, are now gonna completely flip ship, completely flip their opinion, and be like, oh, it's too powerful, how did Blizzard not see this coming? Because they didn't take the time to fucking think about what these cards are capable of, you know? It's, so many things happen like clockwork, man. Amalgam Band worked too. Yeah, that's like another point, man. Amalgam Band was like a card that a lot of people underevaluated, and then it had moments where it wasn't that bad. And it was decent, and it was slightly meta relevant for a little bit. Overall, the card wasn't like insane, but still. Okay, so now he's gonna be doing the thing. I guess we can hit face and see what the options are. Ah, I see it. Was there anyone rating Ashmane bad? Yes, of course there were. I was one of those people. Because you want to know what everyone thought about Ashmane? Everyone was like, well, Ashmane, it's 9 mana. Rogue doesn't like to get to 9 mana, so therefore Ashmane bad. And they maybe thought about Scoundrel for a little bit, but they didn't really think about how important Scoundrel on 5 into Scoundrel, into another option, into having turn 7 Ashen Mane or turn 6 Ziliax was going to be the best thing for that meta. It's like you can consider it, but you're not really going to understand the full pie until you start playing, you know? It's literally the same thing that happens every single update. Every single time. We have these Einsteins that are like, oh man, card won't see play. I'm the best player in the world. I see everything, Blizzard. You can't get anything past me. I have the eyes of a hawk. And then, you know, it turns out Tempo Rogue actually was really good. Those type of cards have always been aggro's top end. And then there's going to be the people that tell you, why would aggro have top end? Why do I have cards that are above 5 mana if I'm playing aggro? Another reason I don't trust your takes. You don't need to trust my takes. You just need to listen to what I'm saying and agree with it or not. You don't need to agree with everything I'm saying, and I would actually prefer you guys don't agree with everything I say. You wanna know why? Because if you're not agreeing with everything I'm saying, you're thinking about things in a different context, and then maybe you can teach me a lesson for a change. Why do I always gotta be the one teaching you guys the lesson? Huh? Why can't I have someone help me out for a change? Jeez, man. Surprised when I agree. It hurts my feelings. But it's true. I don't need to be the best player. I just need to be the player with the loudest opinion. It's amazing what the internet has done nowadays. You don't have to be good. And man, is it easier not being good. Sure, random demon, even though it's probably gonna be turbo garbage. Turbo garbage. I picked it for fun, and now I regret it. I disagree with disagreeing with what you say, therefore I agree. That is true villain energy right there. 7 mana sap, plus 5 damage ended up being much better than I thought it would be. And see, and that's another great point, Kingdom. Everybody came to the same conclusion about Saladrassil, but they didn't think about just how flexible it would be, you know? Am I playing Sleepy Demon Hunter? For the time being, I'm gonna go back to Mill Warlock, but man, did I need a break from it. I definitely needed a break from the Mill Warlock. I've been breaking my brain trying to play this deck. Agbro Rogue. I knew Saladrassil would be good, but not this good. Yeah, that's another thing. You could think that it's good, and like it's gonna be like the best card in the game, and it turns out it's the best card in the game, but holy hell, it's like the best card in the game. Like you know what I mean? What I think about Milllock? Milllock is very good, but you have to be giga brain level gamer in order to fucking play it. It'd be kind of difficult to win with the deck if you don't know what you're doing. Also, the one time I kept Octazari, it's fucking aggro, man. Of course it is. I feel like my deck could actually do okay against Starship. Maybe I don't have that much of a win condition against this deck, or against Starship DK because of the amount of tempo it pushes. Okay, so that's probably explosive runes. Dude, do you think I'm dead here? I'm not dead here. It actually is kind of sad that I don't really have a lot of healing with this deck without Yor. Oh, I am just dead. Fucking dead. The Menagerie DK disguising itself as the Oh, wait a minute. He gave me an out. Bro, you just needed to end your turn. Bro could have been fucking punished by his own dumbass mistakes. But there is no justice in this game, so it would never happen. Very unfortunate that I lost a turbo unga bunga brain. Why am I back to this sleeper? You know what, guys? I'm gonna decide. You know, I'm gonna play the meta. You know what? Here we go. Here we go. Let's learn the meta. What is the meta at top 1,000? Okay. Ooh. Like drunk. Ooh, pain demon. Ooh, You know. I'm actually gonna go over here. I'm just gonna walk over this direction. Just look at a distance because I want no part of that. I don't. Nope. You're telling me that Menagerie Priest is an actual good deck at top 1,000 legend, unplayable meta. Unironically, unplayable meta if Menagerie Priest is a good deck. No, thank you. I was just asking. I didn't mean it that way. No, you're good, dude. I'm fucking around. I'm not interested in like 99% of the decks right now because I've already played these decks, and it's like I don't want to play these archetypes. I like Brain Rot DK decks. Yes, but I'm not about to play Starship DK for the next month and play into fucking mirrors, dude. Like, there's only so much enjoyment that I can get out of Starship DK right now. It's a deck that I played months ago and I enjoyed it months ago, and now it's poked its head again, and it's like, oh, do you do anything different? Oh, you don't? Well, I guess I'll go back. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it's not really an archetype I care about. I'll play it when it's new, and I'll get over it when I don't care about it anymore, but then when it pokes its head again, it's like... Yeah, we need new... Exactly, dude. We need new decks. And that's the thing that I really don't like about, like, this balance patch, dude. It didn't... What was the point of this patch if it doesn't really feel like anything's changed? Hydration Warrior? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I'm just... Everything just doesn't... I don't know. It just isn't for me. I really don't... I just don't know how else to say it. It just doesn't feel like it's for me. Oh, yo, tempo? Sure. Followed by even more tempo. Holy crap. Wait, if I put this in my hand, though, then that's a problem. I have to go with mag. I'm tired of Hydration Station, to be honest. Like, I really feel like the reason why I don't like this meta is because combos are extremely weak right now, unless you're playing, like, Owl. You know? I think that's probably the reason why I haven't been enjoying myself in Hearthstone. It's either go unga bunga and not enjoy the process and just deal with whatever cards I'm dealt, or play the complete polar opposite, the control aspect, you know, the control decks, in order to punish these fools. Stations all play for like 2 weeks of its lifespan. That's still too long. All I'm hearing is a bunch of crying. Both from chat and from me. We're just not interested, and that's the sad thing. Ship Rogue, that's a deck too. Honestly, I maybe could go for some Ship Rogue. Maybe I make my own list and try some Ship Rogue. Like, I don't know, dude. The biggest issue that I have right now is that hitting Legend, it legitimately feels like homework. There's not really an exciting way of doing it other than doing it with Mill Warlock, and I've been trying that for fucking 4 days at this point. I've been trying it for almost a fucking week at this point, so it's like, at what point do I stop? Okay, keep this minion up, so I'll go ahead and play the Yor. him in the face. He's got nothing he can do about this. Ship Rogue currently 65%, top 1K legend. Send me your list, I'll take a look at it. When you realize King Plush wasn't the problem? That's not true, dude. You can have more than one problem, dude. King Plush 100% was a problem, and you're never gonna change my opinion on that. This is infinitely better than just dying to Hunter on turn 6 literally every other game. You can't convince me otherwise. Played it for a while too, played it for the ton of time. I'm glad that you don't play Mill Warlock. I'll be going back to Mill Warlock, so don't worry about that. I still intend on hitting Legend with it. I just needed a day off from it. I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like, Mill Warlock really is the best deck right now. Unironically. It's the best deck in terms of how it does against the greedy meta, and it's also the best deck in terms of enjoyment. Like, I'm sorry. I really believe this opinion that if you can't play Mill Warlock correctly, you can't have an opinion on it in terms of, like, if the deck is interesting or not. You know? Like, I'll give a great example. I'll give a great example. How can you say, like, that? Okay, let's take the best basketball players, for example, right? Let's take the best basketball players that play the game. How can you say that what they're doing is not interesting if you don't understand all the teamwork and all of the behind-the-scenes effort that it takes in order to make that happen? Because you're just analyzing it where it's like, oh, they missed a pass, therefore bad, even though he probably made, like, a bunch of his other passes. It's like, I really have a hard time trusting the opinion of people that are like, oh, that's not impressive. It's like, what do you mean that's not impressive? That's actually the thing that you need to be doing right now. Like, that is actually impressive. And for some reason, you're not impressed by it. Why? Why is that? So I always just have a hard time believing people that are just always being turbo negative, where it's like, nothing is interesting or entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, if you don't understand what's happening in every single one of the turns of Mill Warlock, and you're just seeing it as, oh, yours doing this, he's just throwing away cards, like, it really is a difficult deck to play. And I really do challenge anyone who thinks the deck is like omega boring or something like that to, like, really sit down and play it. It's kind of, I'll give another example. It's kind of like someone saying that watching poker is boring. It's like, I mean, yeah, you kind of have a point. Sitting there and watching someone shuffle around cards and throwing chips in is not exciting as, like, watching, like, a movie with, like, you know, like a fight scene or something like that. Yeah, I'll give you that. But if you're not understanding what you're looking at, and you're not seeing the level of the depth of the game that you're in front of, you can't really have an opinion on whether or not that's boring to you, because you're already not interested in poker. Like, you can't really be negative going into it and then be like, well, of course that's not exciting. You know, it's not that the game is boring, it's that you think that it is boring. You know what I mean? Like, you guys get what I'm trying to lay down here? I feel like I'm making sense. I feel like I'm making a little bit of sense. I don't find the deck that hard to play unless you're trying to min-max everything, which rarely matters anyway. Well, Tic Tac, you're excluded from this because you literally play decks like this for fun when they're not good. Like, you're actually on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, where it's like, dude, you find decks like this completely easy to play every single time a deck like this emerges. I really, whenever you say that a deck isn't that hard, I legitimately can't trust your opinion. Like, I can't, because your potential of learning a deck is so much greater than the average player. I literally can't relate on that level, depending on the deck, of course. Like, Tic Tac, I'll give an example. Remember when you told me that swinging with the weapon in Nature Shaman was always correct? And I was like, well, what if you want to trade? And you're like, bro, it doesn't matter. And it took me like a million fucking games in order to actually understand that premise. and you're just like, oh, dude, I got that from the very beginning. What do you mean you don't understand this? Can I play Mill Warlock? Not well. I'm taking a break from Mill Warlock today. And I'm not going to be really gaining ranks with this deck either, so we'll pretty much be in the same place afterwards. I just want to make aggro decks life a living hell. That's all I care about right now. Save this for now. Don't want to use it. Sounded fun. I mean, dude, I've been playing Mill Warlock for like the past like week. What's the excitement of spamming yours? I don't get it. What it leads to, brother. You're not thinking about, you're thinking about the yours and the armor and like stalling, and it's like, oh, that's all the deck does. It's like, no, dude. You have to stall in order to enact a game plan that literally doesn't exist unless you stall the game that way. That's what makes it fascinating, is not the yours themselves, but what the yours lead up to. Doing the combo and milling your opponent, and then they take negative 280 damage. That is exciting. But you have to be able to play the deck well in order to do that. That example showcases something about your play, but if I say that, I wouldn't want to be mean. Hixa, I don't really give a shit what you say about me, dude. Because guess what? I'm going to fucking agree with you. Why do we always have this conversation that, yes, I realize I'm not the greatest player? And? Am I currently going for Worlds? No. Why do I give a shit? I've always talked about how I want to be entertaining, and you always got to bring it back to, well, Clark, I can't trust your opinion because you're not that skilled. I don't give a fuck. At this point, I just want to play the game and not feel like shit for playing it. If I was going for Worlds and then this happened, then sure. But I went for it, I failed, I'm now moving on. Who gives a shit about being good at this point? I'm not even legend yet. Why do we give a fuck about being good? My Roomba yesterday couldn't find its way back to its dock, so I had to kite it there. I mean, is this related to the conversation? I feel like this is a very well put in metaphor, but I'm not seeing the lines. Being good is worse than having fun. But honestly, Bar, you wanna know what I realized, dude? I am probably, unironically, I would say that I am maybe a top 1,000 player potentially in the world. And keep in mind, 1,000 people, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. I don't need to go from top 1,000, best player in the world, to top 100, or to top 50, or to top 10. You know what I mean? I don't need to min-max this shit anymore. I would love to be a part of tournaments, which is the only reason why I gave a fuck about doing this kind of shit. Because the only reason why was, well, part of it was to prove that I could do it. But the other part was just because I wanted to be involved with Hearthstone esports, which is like the reason I got into content creation to begin with. And for the longest time, I told myself if I wasn't an esports player, then I didn't want to be a content creator. But now, fast forward all these years later, it's like, wow, dude, I just should have fucking made content. I just should have focused on having more fun with the game than trying to focus on the win rate up here or the win rate down here. It just, playing competitive Hearthstone is only for a very, very select amount of people. And the most important thing about doing that is having the mental fortitude to have a bad day. I could not have a bad day. If I had a bad day, I made sure that everybody had a bad day. And that's fucking bad. Like, I can't be doing that anymore. Like, I'm literally throwing away opportunities pursuing competitive esports. You know what I mean? That's just how I see it now. Given enough time, players will always optimize fun out of the game. Hearthstone is a decade old at this point. I mean, yeah, but when there's new updates, it takes a lot of constant effort. It's one thing to break a game that's been out for 10 years that hasn't had a single change. You know? That's a little bit of a different outcome. Funny considering that I started with OTK content. Yeah, I did OTK content on different, like in casual and stuff like that. I did tournaments on the side, and then I did OTKs for content, and then when I started making content, you know, I got the fucking comment, well, you didn't do it in rank, so therefore it doesn't count, and I took that to heart, because I was like, oh, I have to listen to my comments, because clearly they know what they... YouTube comments never know what they want, by the way. This is why a lot of creators will tell you not to look at comments, because it'll just make you self-conscious about what you're already doing. Obviously, taking feedback is important, but you don't read every comment being the point. It's like, I started with OTK content, but that's after I started with playing in tournaments. And then they killed the fucking esports system, you know? And then I had no choice. If I wanted to be involved in Hearthstone at all, it was make content. But deep down in my heart, I still wanted to be competitive. I still wanted to play in tournaments. That's all I care about. I just want to be in the tournament. I don't want to qualify for the tournament. I just want to be in the tournament. I don't want to have to put in all that effort. I just want to play with the players. It doesn't need to be like fucking world's level competition. Just put me in more tournaments, and I would be more happy. Casual is a place where coward assholes and those who are trying to play a deck for the first time, but the fucking whoa, dude. I mean, it's yeah, pretty accurate. I love reading comments. Yeah, Ulticon, you don't give enough opinions on YouTube in order to hate reading comments yet. Once you put out the opinion, oh yes, I hate Hunter. There you go. The floodgates have begun. Now, if anyone plays Hunter, they have to make it their personal vendetta to let you know that they don't agree with you. Well, actually, Clark, since you don't play Hunter, you actually don't get to have an opinion on the class, because you don't understand what goes into making Hunter good.
Job done. Marvel.
I'll just continue making fun of them. I want to see a tournament that bans top tier decks. I mean, those have been my tournaments to a degree. Most people, low-key, most of the people in the tournament, I think Curly qualified. Wait, what? And the tournament thing Curly qualified in will already be qualified on ladder. You might be able to skip the ladder climb to make playoffs. Just do what she said. I don't really want to even put in that effort, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I don't even want to do that. The idea of putting in any effort to winning anymore, I just don't even give a shit. I'm just completely flipped on caring about esports at this point. I'll watch it, I'll enjoy it, but being a part of it, dude, it's literally I'll put it this way, dude. It's either continue to flop and flounder the way I have been for the past 5 years, pursuing esports, or literally anything else. Qualify the tournament, not on ladder. Yeah, but I don't even know about, I mean, I guess I could play open cups. I don't know, dude. Another way I look at open cups, if I don't win, it's a waste of time. Like, I realize I'm being a little bit flip-floppy here, but it's just like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't derive entertainment from it anymore, so what's the point in trying to gaslight myself into doing it, you know? Yeah, I don't really need to do anything about this. Yeah, but if it's not fun, why bother? If it's a meta that I'm actually like, if there was an open cup right now to qualify for turn, I wouldn't even fucking play it. I would not ever play it. Also, this guy's playing the thing. Oh my god, I hate this. Even adding like mulligan and expected draw outcomes, other kinds of stats in certain packages were mathematically better. How is the build plan in this deck? Not good, but it's funny. I was able to beat a Colossal Mage earlier with it, but if I don't exactly draw Octazari and not Mill Arana, like, we're never getting there. Long story short, chat, I'm just burnt out. That's really all it is. I'm burnt out, and I think the last thing that I should do is continue to squeeze the same muscle or to dig the same hole that I keep digging, you know? I'm I'm not him. Going 0-2 in that last tournament just really put things in perspective. I've never gone 0-2 in a tournament like that since the Prestor Druid incident. And all that did was just remind me of how fucking annoying it was to go through all that effort and have it not yield to anything. So it's like, what's the point? Could I do it? Maybe. But I've tried, it's failed. We just gotta move on, you know? Like, you know what I'll say? I'll put it this way. Imagine knowing that you're good at basketball. Okay? Imagine knowing that you're good at basketball and then you try to make it to the NBA. And then they tell you, you know, oh, nope, you didn't make it. You didn't qualify. All right, you try again next year. Same thing happens. Try again next year. Same thing happens. Try again. See what I'm going with this? At a certain point, you're gonna reach an age where you can't be in the NBA anymore, you know? And I'm not saying this is like a thing of like, oh man, old people can't be basketball players or 30-year-olds can't be basketball players. It's a thing of, oh shit, I've been putting all this effort into this. I literally am not maintaining myself. You know, how much effort do you put into the dream where following the dream is now detrimental to the rest of everything that's going on in your life? You know? That's where I'm at with esports. If I continue to do it and if I don't yield success from it, it's yet another year that I have wasted pursuing it. And it does feel like wasting because I don't have anything to show for it except for the connections that I've made and the people that I've met. And you could argue that it kind of helps the stream, but I would argue that if I were to make actual engaging content and videos and things that make people want to play the game instead of just watching me play the game, that is way more beneficial because I'd be making income with it. Even if you make worlds, it's still a net negative. Not if I take home $100,000, brother, and I'm sitting on that for the next year. If I were to have, okay, so let's say I win the whole thing and I do get the 100K or whatever is there. That's money that would be, you know, going into my next year of living, and that's most of my expenses, you know? 50K, whatever after taxes. I'll tell you right now, brother, having 50K is better than not having 50K. I was gonna play competitive in Shadowverse Worlds, but then they revealed it's best of one. Ooh, what? Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't even really do that, do they? I feel like I remember that. Yeah, the tournament that I played in, I had the best of 3. Green 2 ban 1. My god, dude, yeah, it's awful. Why would you ever subjugate your players to that? Best of 1 in a card game, dude? Where's the variance? The variance is literally whatever decks you bring. That just literally sounds like everyone's just gonna bring the same 2 fucking decks. You literally made your tournament into ladder. Now, why would you do that?
It's time to raise this.
Is there money in that? I mean, not a lot. It was Shadowverse. Shadowverse had some money, but I remember, like, Shadowverse would sometimes have events next to Hearthstone when I was playing in DreamHack all those years ago. And they were smaller than the Hearthstone setup, so I don't know, man. Shadowverse still existing? I'm pretty sure that Shadowverse is still playable. Can I still download it? Yeah, you can still download Shadowverse. I don't know if they're actively coming out with content, but the game's still playable. It's getting a new game? What, like a new client or like new everything? It's playing Grill Master. New game, new client, complete reset with changed base mechanics. Oh, wow. So they're essentially revamping the game. I think competing without offline events feels awful, to be honest. Dude, I 100% agree with that. And it's like, dude, I've tried everything within my reasonable power to somehow, in any way, shape, or form, host a tournament. Where it's like, there was one year I was legitimately trying to like host a Hearthstone tournament at a DreamHack that I was going to. And I was trying to like somehow like get this set up, but it's like you can't get in communication because unfortunately they're just not interested in making Hearthstone an event anymore right now. At least from what I can gather. And I thought about, you know, like what if I just make my own event here in Indy? That shit's so mega expensive. Can't really do that without, you know, some sort of investment, you know? So it's just like, the more I think about it, the more I really think, the more I really come to the realization that in-person events may never be a thing again in Hearthstone. It really makes me sad. Again, man, I love Hearthstone esports. I really do. And it really feels, it really sucks to feel like I have to make the adult decision and move on from it. Like, it really feels, it fucking sucks, man. It really does suck. I would rather be good than be popular. But sadly, I am popular. I am not good. Gotta accept that. You can't have everything, chat. That's really what this comes down to. Like, a lot of people are gonna be like, wow, he's crying about not being champions. Like, that's not, first of all, it's not even at all what's going on. But it's just like, I'm more so lamenting that like, I had all this time that I spent into this, and I didn't get the outcome I wanted. You know, it sucks. Didn't get the outcome I wanted. But it is what it is. I'm finally coming to that decision. Finally coming to that conclusion. I get to play Ysera next turn. And then we got Fellhound into Cube. The one thing that kind of sucks about this matchup is the fact that the 10-drop dragons can get through the sleepies technically.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
I don't even think I need to do anything else. Legend of Runeterra was such a cool game. Dude, I remember Dane being like super in love with that game. Dane loved Legend of Runeterra. Trying to make another card game. I mean, they got fucking Ixar, right? Any Balatro action today? Started working on the gold stake. Dude, you're already on gold stake? Are you just playing one deck a lot, or are you playing multiple decks? Because I went through all the decks on different difficulties, and I've been kind of building up my skill that way. I guess you could already be on gold stake if you just focus on one particular deck. Because like I'm just thinking about how I'm doing my process, and my process isn't what other people usually do. So I guess I shouldn't have freaked out the way that I did, but regardless, it's still insane. Seriously though, Tic Tac, you should watch Raffle play a little bit. I feel like you would massively benefit from it. Octozari! Damn. I guess this is gold stake on 2 decks. Watch Raffle, but wasn't impressed. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, man. Fine, then watch Dr. Spectre. He's literally the best fucking player in the world. If you don't learn something from him, then Jesus Christ, stream it yourself and be the best player in the world. My high score in Balatro? Oh god. I think it's E45? E45, I think? I don't know. I would have to look that up. Hawk Tazari? Nah, dude, remember she... Remember how she threw away her career? Is there a best player in a single player RNG game? Yes, absolutely, because, dude, alright, so, Doc, okay. You wanna know how you can tell if someone's really good at a game like Balatro? It's like, so Doc, okay, case in point. It usually takes an average player to nan-inf okay, so, I'm trying to think of a way to explain this. Doc Spectrid is the best player at Balatro because I believe he has the most amount of runs. Oh my god, what the fuck happened here? He has the most runs of, like, unseeded nan-infs. Dude, what the... What the fuck did this fire act do? Wow, man. What the hell? Oh, wait, did you have a somber quest? So, dude, I'm half drunk, okay? I'm not so smooth today, Mr. Stark. Alright, well. Yeah, I zoned out, dude. Yeah, so did I. I was reading chat. I think I'm starting to understand why people hate this Paladin deck. It's like, this guy didn't do anything impressive. He had one turn that was kinda good. I didn't have the answer to it, so I die. Jesus, man. Unseated Nan looks really rough, though. Yeah, that's what he does. That's why Dr. Spectre is the best player ever. I think he literally Nan-imped an unseated run in 80 minutes. That's insane. On unseated runs, it usually takes people anywhere between 2 to 3 hours in order to nan-inf it, if it's possible. If it's possible being the key word. Man, I'm just never gonna hit legend in this meta, dude. What is my best Balatro run? In fact, I'll go ahead and log off Hearthstone for a second. Reset my RNG. Cause like I'm gonna launch Balatro and it's gonna be like, oh no, he's tempted to play the good game. What is my high score in Balatro? Keep in mind, I'm not playing Balatro. I'm just literally checking this real quick. We could do the fast food tier list after this. Wait, how do I find my high score? Stats. E15? That's it? I thought I had oh, you know what I might have done? I might have hit E40 on a seeded run. One that I was trying to maximize. Damn, bro, unseeded E15. Jeez, dude. I gotta work on that. Definitely gotta work on that. Yeah, very, very small E energy, unfortunately. Balatro Sunday. Dude, I don't have time for a Balatro run if it's gonna go anywhere. I have to be somewhere around 3, which means I'm ending the stream around 3. So I'd rather just play Hearthstone and not care about the outcome while constantly complaining about it. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Because I still owe you guys a lot of sub redemptions, we're gonna go ahead and do one right now. This is actually what I've been wanting to do. Fast food tier list, because everybody loves food, right? Everybody loves food, and if you don't like food, then you're literally not a human. So I figured, you know, we'd go through this tier list, and if there's any other, like, options that are not on here, then we can add them, or, like, just, you know, at least I give you my opinion on this. Plasma deck easy E30. Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot about Plasma deck and how easy it is to get high scores. Burger and S tier easy. We'll see. We'll see. The song review. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I do have to review a song. I already see where this is going. I already see what's happening here. This is gonna be a mashup of like two songs that are very, very similar. So Black Sabbath sings Take Me Home, Country Road. Oh, wait a minute, chat can hear this. All right, what's going on here? I feel like I've seen this guy before.
Almost heaven, West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
I mean, it works, but I don't like it. But I guess that's kind of the point, right?
Mountains blowing like a breeze. Oh, Lord, country roads take me home.
I don't like it. I don't like this at all. I don't like this.
West Virginia, mountain mama. Take me home.
I want to sing along to it, but I can't, because I don't like Country Road. At least the instrumental's good, right? Chat, you have to understand something about me. There's something that you have to understand about me. I hate country music with like almost every single fiber of my fucking being in terms of like the pop country sound. This song being one of them. Fucking Wagon Wheel being another one. Any song by oh god, what is it? Steven Childish or Tyler Childish or something like that. Like these songs, whenever I listen to them, literally make me want to claw my brain out. And I'm trying not to be mean when I'm saying this, but like I literally get so bored listening to a typical country song to where it's excruciating. It really is to me sometimes. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive, I guess. Okay, like that for example. Like it. Na 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 na. It doesn't follow the same fucking rhythm. That's why my brain doesn't like it. It's like I'm expecting one thing, and I'm not gonna get through this, dude. I'm a big fan of country music. I don't mind good country, but there's not a lot of good country out there. It's so weird, dude. Because here's the thing. They changed the instrumental of War Pigs around the vocals of Take Me Home Country Road, so that way the vocals of Country Road make sense in the context of War Pigs, and this is fucking with my brain because I love War Pigs! Like, I did not enjoy this. It did. And like, why? Why immediately go into that part? This is literally a homework assignment, dude. Like, dislike. Moving on. Good lord, that visibly made me upset. I want to literally unhear the last 3 minutes of my life, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Have I checked that Starship? I have not. If you put the deck code in the chat, I didn't pay attention. This makes me want to ask you to like, no, what the hell is breakcore? I don't want to know. You want to know what I want to do, chat? I want to talk about food. Cause that's what Americans do, right? Let's talk about food. Arby's. Arby's is D tier, by the way. So, my brother has an absolute, what's the word to use here? My brother absolutely has trust issues when it comes to Arby's. And honestly, he's correct. Finding a good Arby's location is like finding a diamond in a rough, honestly. I was trying to think of like a roast, but I couldn't think of one because, you know, roast beef, ha ha ha. But it's like, there's not a lot of really good Arby's locations. The cake cover had some good and bad ones. American, not American, but sure. Not gonna lie, I only recognize McDonald's. I'll paint a picture for you, because like a lot of these are not really international. Like okay, you want to something? This might be a hot take. Burger King is trash. Like, I'm actually going to change this tier to the trash tier, where it's like, I do everything in my power to not go to a Burger King. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. You want to know what I want when I have a burger? I want a juicy burger. When you go to Burger King, you get the most well-done patty in the fucking game, dude. Like that char, broil, whatever fucking thing that they brag about, dude. It's not even good. Solid B tier? Nope. Nope. In terms of burger places, I do everything in my power to never go to a Burger King. Never. I think the last time that I went to a Burger King, I wasn't like absolutely floored by it being disgusting, because it's not about it being disgusting. It's just every other burger place is almost better. And there's maybe like one other burger place on this list that should be lower than Burger King. But here's the thing, Burger King is trying to be a good place. The other place that we're gonna put probably the D tier is aware that they're not high quality. And you never go there expecting a good burger, you know? Like, it's just terrible. I do everything in my power to never go to a Burger King. Go ahead and put Cane's in the trash too. We'll get there, man. I like Burger King better than McDonald's. I would rather go to McDonald's, if I'm being honest. Chicken nuggets from Burger King, terrible. Chicken nuggets from McDonald's, amazing. Chicken sandwich from Burger King, fucking terrible. Chicken sandwich from McDonald's, not the greatest thing in the world, but I'll get through it. You know? The Burger King does nothing good except for being cheap. Nuggets are overrated. Man, this has nothing to do about being overrated. Is it good or is it bad? You get 10 BK nuggets for, they had a deal for like 10 nuggets for like $1.29. What the fuck are in those nuggets? Why are they so cheap? I'll tell you right now, it's not because of the white meat fucking chicken. Loan me the chicken nuggets of McDonald's stuff. They're just carried by the good sauce. I somewhat agree with that. But again, this is in context of Burger King. Burger King, trash. Trash. Moving on to the next one. Boston Market. So here's the thing about Boston Market. This is like a dying breed, at least where I'm from. When I was younger, Boston Market was an S tier. 100%. My grandma would, like, whenever my grandma brought home Boston Market when I was younger, it was a good day. It was a blessed day. My grandma was feeling good. She was feeling kind. She's like, you know what? Let's go get some chicken from Boston Market. It's a good home style family meal, right? Nowadays, because of just like how you just don't see a Boston Market surviving in today's market, it's a B tier. But back in the day, dude, oh man, I have so many positive memories with Boston Market. And it really is sad to me to see this kingpin going down. I live in Poland, and in FPOV, the quality of food in Burger King is good, while KFC is quite worse than in Burger King. Here's another thing about international fast food compared to American fast food. International fast food is better. It's better quality. It's less preservatives. There's less shit that they put into it. In America, like, dude, there are times where I feel like there are some restaurants you have to avoid in America because of just how much shit they put into their food. Clark top tiering radius. Yeah, exactly, dude. I will put tier lists all day, man. My opinion is the only opinion that matters, and that's how you have to do these things. All right, Bojangles. Not gonna lie, never been to a Bojangles. What is it? A chicken place? Bojangles? Oh, there actually is one in Indianapolis. So it's a chicken place. It looks like Lee's Chicken, but different. Frozen pizza next. Ooh, maybe we do that. I'll tell you right now, man, I'm very particular when it comes to pizza. I'm very particular when it comes to pizza. So yeah, never had Bojangles before. Buffalo Wild Wings. It's a C tier. Here's the thing about B-dubs. B-dubs customer service and being at the restaurant is fucking terrible. It is one of the worst places where you can go to get beer, wings, and watch sports. Fact. The only reason people go to B-dubs is because it's cheap, and a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you gotta like wings, right? Like, I would even put it in the D tier, but I would not put it in the same level as Arby's, for sure. Like, B-dubs food is fine. I have zero complaints when I order B-dubs and like go to pick it up or something. I actually had like a B-dubs gift card that I got for Christmas, so I have a very recent experience. And I remember going in, and dude, it's like the saddest bar scene that you can imagine. Maybe I need to go to B-dubs on like a lit day where like there's something going on, or like there's like a game going on. Overall though, it's not impressive. Okay, so here's the thing. There's a lot of chicken on this list. Cane's chicken. Very average. I was not displeased when I had Cane's for the very first time. First time that I had Cane's, I ended up visiting a friend from Columbus. And Cane's chicken is very common in Ohio. I don't think there's a Cane's in Indiana. Right? And if there is, it's very close to the east. Nothing really to say about it. It's a very average chicken place, you know, nothing really to say about it. I love this list, S through D, and then just trash. Dude, the trash tier is like, I can eat here, but I will do everything in my power to not go here unless there's nothing else. You can't fuck up chicken? You kinda can. Like Church's chicken, trash. How do you fuck up chicken? Church's chicken, in the great words of South Park, Church's chicken tastes like rat shit. Or tastes like cat shit. Like, it's ridiculous how you take a simple concept of battering up meat and frying it, and then you ruin it. Kane serves cardboard? Dude, if Kane serves cardboard, Church's gives you dirt. Church's chicken, what a name. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Church's chicken, at least in Indiana, is literally always in the worst income areas. You never see a Church's chicken in high income areas, because in high income areas, you have Chick-fil-A, and I'm sorry, but Chick-fil-A, I hate to be this guy, but their fucking food is amazing. Spicy chicken sandwich, regular chicken sandwich. When I was at college and they had a Chick-fil-A, it was always fucking jam-packed. Like, I realize this is not really a hot take, but I mean, there you go, man. Comparing Church's chicken to Chick-fil-A, it's not even a question. Everyone is gonna wanna go to Chick-fil-A. No one's gonna wanna go to Church's. The only time you can get away with Church's chicken is if you don't label it, and if you just put it in a trough and people aren't gonna care, they're just like, ooh, let's go. You guys have the extra crispy option at the KFC in the US. They don't offer that in Canada anymore. Yeah, they have extra crispy. It depends on locations though. Okay, KFC is on this list. We'll get to there eventually. But Checkers, better known as Rallies, if you have Rallies nearby. This is D tier, for sure. I was alluding to this earlier when I was shit-talking Burger King. Checkers or Rallies, you go there understanding that you're not getting a high-quality meal. It's like one of the only fast food places that's self-aware and doesn't try to like tell you one way or another. They're just telling you what's on the menu. Like, hey, come on down here. We got a big Buford with twice the bacon. Oh, we've got what was it, the T-Pain meal or something? Yo, we partnered with T-Pain. I feel like I remember this. T-Pain Rallies meal. Yeah, dude, the T-Pain meal deal. The T-Pain for real meal. Yeah, dude, I mean, and I'll tell you right now, the food does not ever look like this. I really feel like there should be a rule in fast food where it's like, brother, if I don't pull the shit out of the bag looking like this, I want fast food places to like legitimately start showing me real pictures of the food when it comes off the grill, and that's how they advertise it, instead of doing all this nonsense in order to make it look as pretty and presentable as possible. I hate how this is allowed, personally. But yeah, definitely D tier. They had to close the Checkers near me because no one wanted to eat or work there. Exactly, dude. Everyone understands how this is like low quality. When you compare this to like a McDonald's or like a I mean, McDonald's isn't that great place either, but it's like McDonald's is S tier compared to Rally's. It just is. Even the worst McDonald's is better than the best Rally's. I've never eaten at a place where the food looks like the commercials. Yeah, I know. That's my point. Everyone gets away with it. Like those pizza commercials that literally have synthetic cheese, so that way they can pull the pizza in order to have like that rip apart, and you know, it looks really, really satisfying. Dude, just give me a slice of pizza and just rip it off. Just come on, man. It's not that difficult. It shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, Chipotle. Solid A tier. I would rather go to a legitimate Mexican place if I wanna like go, like I would rather go to a mom and pop Mexican place because that's gonna be the best food that you just get. It's also gonna be cheaper. It's gonna be higher quality, and you're supporting a local business. Chipotle has been under scrutiny for a lot of like, you know, like shady business practices, but we're only focusing on the actual food for this tier list, so I'm not letting that influence my decision. Whenever there's a Chipotle, I usually go. I'm a big fan of burritos, and if there's not like a local Mexican place nearby, then I'm just going to the Chipotle. It's good food. It doesn't make me feel entirely bloated, and I'm not gonna lie, I think Mexican food in particular is amazing post-workout, because you're covering all your food groups. You're getting a lot of protein and a lot of carbs. So if you use that going into the next day, oh dude, Mexican food when you're trying to bulk up seems like a really good idea. And honestly, dude, Mexican food is probably the food that I almost eat the most. It's just so easy to make. So easy to make at home. Nothing really to say about that. Alright, Cece's Pizza. I need to know in chat right now, how many of you have actually been to a Cece's Pizza? Because there might be some people that don't understand just how amazing this place was when you were a kid. See, give me a minute. Give me a minute, Paulie, alright? Here's the thing about Cece's Pizza. The food is trash, okay? This does not look like good pizza, alright? Alright? You never went to a Cece's Pizza in order to have good food. You went to a Cece's Pizza in order to just eat as much as you could. Okay, yeah, this looks awful, dude. It is terrible. But here's the other thing about it. When I was a kid, there was a Cece's Pizza right next door to a grocery store. And my dad, whenever I did something good, also, this looks so fucking bad, dude. Yeah, it's a pizza buffet. Yes, it's a pizza buffet. And they have dessert pizzas, they have pastas, they have desserts, and they have a salad bar that nobody ever touched. Cece's is D tier. However, I need you guys to understand that whenever I think about Cece's Pizza, I literally think about all the times that I went with my family, and it was a good time. I didn't need the food to be amazing. It was not a good place to eat. But man, does it bring back some nostalgia. It's defo trash tier, please be real. Dude, I am putting it in the D tier. I am definitely putting it in the D tier because they had some good desserts. Alright, I'll at least give them that. Burger King, everything is bad, even the ice cream, even the Oreo shit that they, nah. It should be trash tier, but here's the thing. It's gonna be at the bottom of D tier, alright? I have particular hatred for these guys, alright? I have particular hatred for Burger King and Churches. I cannot put Cece's in the same category as Burger King and Churches, okay? it's going to be at the bottom of B tier, of the D tier. It's not good food. It's very nostalgic, but it's not good food. Okay, I have no idea what Cookout is. Cookout fresh hamburgers? I mean, this looks like a Five Guys burger, not gonna lie. There's actually places in... Oh, wait, there's actually one in Indy? You... Okay, you're saying you, dude, but this is literally how every single burger that you get from every single place looks. This is a realistic picture right here. It never looks good. It's supposed to taste good. I don't know, man, but I've never been there. All right, we're finally getting into the pizza options. Never been, but foiled wrap is class, especially the burger place, dude. Yeah, dude. So Domino's. Back in the day, Domino's was trash. They've done some things recently. It's decent now. It's here's the thing. Domino's is probably better than a lot of other places, but there's still just something about it where it's like, I don't know. Like, the last time I had Domino's, no problems. Absolutely no problem. But C tier goes, C tier is essentially a category of, it's not great, but it's not bad. You know? I think C is just where it gets away. Now, this next one is gonna be controversial, okay? DQ. DQ? It's, oh, dude. So here's the thing. Most of their, like, you don't go to Dairy Queen to get a burger. You just don't. You go to Dairy Queen to get an ice cream, and then when you realize, you know what? I'm a little bit more hungry than I thought. I'm gonna get the burger. And here's something that I have to say. Their food is actually not that bad. Originally, I thought that Dairy Queen had, like, terrible food. And then I actually tried it with a friend of mine who was like, bro, you gotta get, I think it was like the flamethrower burger or something like that. They had like some kind of hot sauce on it. Pretty good. And there's also Blizzards, right? Like, if we were rating Dairy Queen for the ice cream, it'd be easy A tier. But it's all of the food. And something that I used to do when I was dating my ex-girlfriend, her favorite place to go was Dairy Queen. If they ever had food, we would get ice cream and fries. And that was it. It wasn't until like a couple years ago where my friend was like, bro, you gotta try their burger. And it's like, all the other food, it's just, doesn't really taste that good. But they got a couple of good items. And the ice cream does a lot of heavy lifting here. Does a lot of heavy lifting. Easy B tier. Now, Firehouse subs. I have to let you guys know, I have not really been to that many Firehouse subs locations. In fact, I think the very first time that I ever had a Firehouse sub was when I was at the airport within this past year. I, at the time, was dealing with like lack of appetite because I was traveling and just not really eating a lot, and whenever I wanted to eat, it really felt like a struggle. I demolished this fucking sub, dude. Oh my god, did I demolish this sub. I feel like good, okay, dude, airport food is F tier, but at the same time, it is literally a restaurant. Like, this was like the best thing that I could have gotten that was cheap. Now I need to go to more Firehouse locations, probably. But I love a good sandwich. If Penn Station was on here, okay, you know what, we'll put this at an A tier instead. If Penn Station was on this list, Penn Station would go in S tier 100%. No questions asked. Much like this next one, Five Guys, S tier. Dude, oh my god. Legitimately the best burger place you can go to, but oh my god, is it expensive. It's too expensive, bro. Like, I don't go to Five Guys unless I just got paid. I can't do it, man. They have airport fast food? Of course they do, man. It's America. Let me show you something. Okay, Dallas Fort Worth Airport. This is probably the biggest airport. And dude, like, let's see here. They just have like a map of the area. Yeah, here we go. Order your meal now. Let's see what options they have here. Let's see what options they have. And keep in mind, this is an airport. They have an Applebee's. They have 5 different Auntie Anne's pretzels. They got a bar. They got a brew place. Cousin's back porch. Cousin's barbecue. Another Cousin's barbecue. Dickie's barbecue. Three Dickie's barbecues. Einstein Bangles. Jamba Juice. Jimmy John's. A coffee shop. McAllister's Deli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 McDonald's. 2 Panda Expresses. A Pizza Hut. Shake Shack. Smash Burger. 2 Subways. 4 TGI Fridays locations. Welcome to America. Only 1 Wendy's though. They got some work to do in that department. Yeah, dude, this is the airport. This is the Dallas Fort Worth Airport. And it's got like, okay, so like case in point, the 5 McDonald's. There's Terminal A, there's Terminal B, there's Terminal C, there's Terminal D. So like these are all disconnected. So it's like there's 1 McDonald's in the C part of the airport, 1 McDonald's in the D part, you know? Yeah, these are just restaurants that you can order from online. And that's another great point. This isn't even all of them. This literally isn't even all of them. No, it's not. You're never gonna get a burger. No, it'll kill you. It'll kill you, Z. It'll destroy your belly. All right, let me take the dog outside real quick. Yo, Snightmare coming in with the raid. What's going on, man? We're doing a tier list. So chat, where do we put Hardee's? Where are we putting Hardee's? Hardee's, I hardly knew her. I get it. I have 2 McDonald's within 10-minute walking distance of my home. Yeah, I mean, that's how it works, man. Only fast food I've eaten in France is McDonald's, KFC, and Burger King. It's probably better that you live that way. Who knows what kind of stomach diseases I'm gonna have because of all this shit that I put into my stomach. Tier list is too American for me. I don't know most of these. Yep, yeah, it's sad that I know most of these, right? Alright, so Hardee's. McDonald's is the worst in America. Compared to, okay, international McDonald's is so much better than American McDonald's. Fact. Absolute fact. They put so much shit in McDonald's in America, it's awful. I'm not obese enough to make that tier list. I mean, hey man, who knows how bad my cholesterol is? Yes, for real. Yes, for real. American McDonald's is the worst. I have tried Canadian McDonald's. I have tried French McDonald's. Infinitely better. It literally, okay, you wanna know the difference? You're not gonna feel like 100%, but American fast food just puts you to fucking sleep, dude. It's so loaded on fat and preservatives and sodium. You go to McDonald's to put yourself to sleep, or if you really hate yourself. That's legitimately what happens, man. But yeah, Hardee's. Hardee's is just a C tier. I don't mind going to a Hardee's. And back in the day, like Hardee's chicken tenders are pretty good, but it's just like overall, dude, I would probably put it at the top of C tier. Probably with like. Yeah, we'll do this. I would probably put this at the top of the C tier just because like it's better than most burger places. Maybe like the only reason I feel like I should put it in the B tier. Like it's not that it's bad, it's just it doesn't really do anything that particularly amazing. It has juicy burgers, it has good milkshakes, and they have really good chicken tenders. But I don't know, dude. Every now and again when I go to a Hardee's, I sometimes feel like this was a mistake. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about it. All right. Next one is IHOP. This is gonna be a controversial opinion. Maybe controversial. Trash. IHOP, trash. I don't understand, wait. What I don't understand is why do Americans always eat like they have free healthcare? Because it takes a lot of eating before it becomes a problem. And when you're already halfway down the road, you're not going back. You're not turning this ship around. Speaking of food, you gotta feed the dog. Alright, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. IHOP is trash for the following opinion. Any other pancake house you go to, is gonna be better. You can get better pancakes. I have never been to a breakfast place where the eggs make me sick. And I don't mean like I got food poisoning or anything. No. I mean, I have the egg in my mouth, I am eating it, and suddenly I want to spit it out because it tastes fucking terrible. Like, just, oh my god, IHOP is terrible, dude. Like, even a Waffle House. Even a Waffle House, I feel like, has better food than IHOP. And that might not be a correct take, but it's just like the last time that I went to IHOP was such a fucking terrible experience, I will never go again. I would rather make my own breakfast than go to IHOP, because I know that I can make a better breakfast than these guys. Just because you're putting whipped cream and fruit on top of pancakes doesn't mean you're a good restaurant. Okay? I don't need that. I'll just have regular pancakes with syrup, and I'll get some actual maple syrup, so it's better. I take breakfast very seriously because it's like one of the only food. It's like one of the only meals that I really enjoy making. I love making breakfast. I love making pancakes, making bacon, making eggs, that kind of thing. And it makes me mad when people don't do it right. It's not that hard. It really isn't. It's not difficult to fry an egg properly with some butter. Okay, In-N-Out Burger. I have had In-N-Out Burger, but it was like, I think the last time I had In-N-Out Burger was like legitimately over 10 years ago. I actually have to put In-N-Out Burger in the I don't know category because I legitimately do not remember. Legitimately do not remember the last time that I had In-N-Out. I don't have a reference anymore compared to all the shit that I've eaten recently. I remember really enjoying it. I will give you guys that. But you have to realize that I'm from Indiana. The closest In-N-Out from me is like thousands of miles away. Who knows? Maybe if we're a successful IRL streamer, we'll make a road trip out to California and go to In-N-Out Burger and retry it for the first time. Especially if you have extreme narrow ranges of acceptable yolk consistency. Yeah, dude, I like to make my eggs medium over medium. Where like they're just a little bit like the egg is fully cooked, it's all completely cooked, and then you have like a little runniness to the yolk, but not massively runny. I make my eggs perfect. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been to an In-N-Out in like years, so I can't really rate it. Okay, Jack in the Box. D tier. It has to go before CC's. It's better than Rally's, but Jack in the Box is just literally more common and more widely available. It's very cheap. You can tell that it's cheap, and the only time that I really went to a Jack in the Box is when there was nothing else that was open. To me, medium egg is a slightly gelled yolk, but not fully cooked, but not really runny. See, that's exactly the way I like it. Jack in the Box is just prison. Yeah, honestly though, dude. Jack in the Box is terrible, but they do have a lot of variety. But that's always the thing, man. Like, they ruin more things. Like, a Jack in the Box taco is like the worst taco you could get because it's not a Mexican taco, it's an American taco. And like, it literally is just beef, cheese, lettuce. It don't even have fucking tomatoes, or you can't even get the option of like fucking sour cream or anything like that, bro. Like, it's like all Jack in the Box is cheap food that you can get late at night. It serves a purpose. But in terms of taste, terrible. Why am I going to a burger place for a taco? Because you're stoned, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you are starving, and it looks cheap. That's why. I mean, there you go, man. Alright, Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is a solid B tier. Here's the thing about Jimmy John's. You either put Jimmy John's in a B tier, or you think it's like just trash. There are some people that I know that will never go to a Jimmy John's, but I like subs. I personally like subs. And when you go to a Jimmy John's, you get... there was a time I legitimately got my Jimmy John's sub in my hand before I finished paying for the meal. I ordered it. They checked me out. I had my card in the thing. They handed me the sandwich before I even pulled out my card. That's gotta give them points a little bit. Now, I realize I said this is about food, it's not about service and all that kind of stuff. But again, it's about, is the fast food serving its purpose? Jimmy John's is just there for a quick meal that you get in between, like, work. Like, when I was working my first job, whenever I would go out for lunch, if I did go out for lunch, I would usually go to Jimmy John's. I only had a half hour. I couldn't, like, sit down like a diner or like a Denny's or like an Applebee's or something. So it's just like, in terms of fast food, it is fast. Fast food is that slow. Fast food that is slow should get a hit through false advertising. I mean, hey man, it's faster than you going to the store and making it, right? Still. But yeah, dude. Really good place. All right, Jersey Mike's. I have only been to a Jersey Mike's one time. I'm just gonna put in the same. It should be better than Jimmy John's because there's probably more better options. But it's like, I remember going to a Jersey Mike's. It was like the only thing that was around that wasn't like burger places, and I wanted something that wasn't gonna like slug me down because I had a gig going on. So I went to Jersey Mike's, and I was like, you know, yeah, it's pretty good. Nothing really to say about it. What I do for my lunch is go out to get my food, drive back, and eat in the office. If it's slower than a pub, it's unacceptable. Oh, I agree, dude. I agree. You can also support businesses better. It's also in a sense you don't have need to clean dishes, pans. I'm with Clark on this one. That's also true. God, man, I hate doing dishes. That's like the least enjoyable part. All right, so here's the thing. KFC, one of the most widely known fast food chains around the world. For some people, KFC is an S tier. For some people, KFC is a trash tier. And here's the thing. When I was a kid, KFC was like, if we're getting KFC, someone hit honor roll, someone, like there's some kind of celebration. If we got KFC, it was a big fucking deal. Okay? When I was a kid. Nowadays, KFCs are disgusting. Going into a KFC restaurant nowadays is like, it's like walking into a retirement home. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh man, if you would have been here, like if you would have saw these guys like 20 years ago, you would have had a lot more respect for them. But now you're seeing them when they're not really moving around very quickly, and you're just like, wow, this looks kind of sad. I realize it's kind of a mean example, but it's just like, KFC has fallen off so hard in America, it's not even funny. Now, I don't know how this is around the world. I feel like around the world, KFC is a little bit better. However, in America, it's really not that great. And the only reason why I'm not putting it in the C tier is because I'm not putting it on the same level of Cane's. Like, KFC is not that bad. It still isn't that bad, but it's like, dude, if I go to a KFC, dude, I better have nothing else planned for the rest of my night. KFC in France is between C and D for me. KFC got better when they changed supplier in the UK like a decade ago and then slipped a bit, and it's not too bad. Yeah, like, I really feel like this is just a good spot for it. Like, I would argue that some places like Hardee's have like better chicken tenders than KFC. But I have had a KFC chicken sandwich. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking nice. So next up is Little Caesars. Here's the thing about Little Caesars pizza. It is trash tier. It's just trash pizza. I should probably put CC's in this trash and in this right here. Why is KFC so high? It's at the bottom of B tier. It's pretty much right in between B and C. When you get good KFC, man, it really does make your night. But oh man, is it falling off? It used to be an S, dude. It like legitimately used to be an S. Jollibee, I don't know what that place is. Jollibee? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I've seen this place before. I don't think I've ever been, though. They sell chicken and spaghetti? They sell spaghetti at a chicken place? Whoa. Wait, is that rice? Wait, what the hell is this right here? That's a mushroom. Is that a chicken and mushroom combination? That looks disgusting. Is that ramen? Beefsteak? Dude, what the hell does this place... What do they have here? Hold on a minute. They've got chicken, they've got Jolly Spaghetti, chicken tenders, Palabok Fiesta? What? No, I don't want to put in my zip code. Dude, they're all in Chicago. There's literally not one of these in Indiana, actually. Okay, yeah, I guess this is I don't know about this place. Jolly Spaghetti, though. Am I gonna do a card review video for the expansion? I'd love to hear your takes. I usually... so, like, here's the thing, Slappy Fellow. The thing I really don't like about Zeddy, for example, making out the card reviews that he makes... The reason why I don't like doing it that early is because I would rather look at the entirety of the set and then give you my opinion, because then that's the better take, right? It's the most informed opinion that you can have after looking at all the cards. But half the time when I make those videos, they do terrible. However, I feel like I should do that when all the cards are released. Every single time I make those videos, I'm like, I'm gonna do it for every class. I do it for like 2 or 3. The videos barely get like 2,000 views, and I'm like, I'm not putting in this effort. It's not. It is literally costing me more time and effort to not do it than to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly surprised. The reason why they do bad is because people don't want my opinion on cards. They want my opinion on decks. People go to Zeddy to find out the new information, and they listen to his take because he's like the Hearthstone newsman, essentially, right? I am the deck guy. I am the deck guides guy, and I don't want to be the deck guide guy anymore, honestly. I'd rather just be like, hey, this cool thing happened. Like and subscribe. All right, McDonald's. McDonald's goes to the top of the B tier. And here's the thing. There are so many there are just so many better burger places than McDonald's. And it's like, I would realistically want to put it in like the C tier, in all honesty. But damn it, bro, like, you just keep... I keep fighting my, like, I used to have this rule that I would never go to a McDonald's. My mom used to work at a McDonald's when I was younger. And, like, the big thing is that a good McDonald's is so hard to come across nowadays. There are so many of them, and it's very easy to find the bad one. The only thing that prevents McDonald's from being in a D tier for me is their breakfast. McDonald's breakfast actually goes fucking hard. It's like the only thing that I really enjoy from McDonald's. Every other time I go into McDonald's though, it's because I feel like I have no other choice. Where it's like, it's either too late or I don't want to make anything. It's literally right on the way from home. I'm gonna just go in, I'm gonna get like a sandwich or two, a couple of fries, and then that's it. But like, McDonald's and other places around the world is definitely a lot better than in America. But in America, it should probably be in the D or in the C tier. Breakfast in McDonald's in America. Yes, McDonald's breakfast. It's not good for you. I'll put it that way. McDonald's breakfast is not good for you. They have pancakes, they have bagels, they have biscuits, they have egg McMuffin or English muffins. And nothing on the list is good for you. Yes, that is definitely true. Except for like a couple of Mexican places maybe. But what I love the most, the McGriddle. It's essentially a pancake sandwich, and it's really good. It's actually criminal how good these things are. They'll put you to sleep though if you eat two of them. I'll tell you that much. It's just eggs, bacon, cheese on with pancakes, man. And cheese and pancake might sound a little bit weird, but since you're eating it as a sandwich, you kind of just deal with it. It's not that bad, plus the, egg and cheese. I like that combination. But yeah, McDonald's breakfast is the only reason why I'm putting it in the C tier. Yes, very much an American moment. So here's something weird. I love Qdoba and I love Chipotle. I've never been to a Moe's. Never been to a Moe's in my life. I don't know how good it is. Whenever I see, a Moe's, I see a Chipotle at Qdoba, and I just go to Chipotle at Qdoba. I hate to say it. I need to try it, though. From what I hear, it's not that bad. Panda Express. Panda Express doesn't really do anything massively well. They have orange chicken. That's pretty good. I go to Chinese buffets and I go to Chinese restaurants a lot because my family is really into Asian food. Is Panda Express just Asian specialties? Not even, dude. It's just like you get lo mein, you get rice, you get the chickens that you would expect. Okay, so Panda Express is essentially just like a very quick, like imagine a Chipotle or a Qdoba, but for Chinese food. You choose whether or not you want rice or lo mein, you choose your meat, and then you have like something else that can go with it. I don't remember what. But you essentially have platters that you can get. You can either just choose like, lo mein and rice and a meat. You can have different types of meat. You can have two meats on the same platter. It's essentially like, it's build your own, Chinese platter, And the quality of it is just not that good. It really isn't that good, but it's not terrible. I would rather go and support a local Asian business, if at all possible, than supporting Panda Express. And like my dad, for example, my dad loved going to buffets, and he loved going to Chinese buffets. I would rather go to a Chinese buffet than go to a Panda Express any day of the week. Simple value right there. All right, Panera Bread. Can I have a boring tier? Does anybody choose not to go to Panera just because it's omega boring, dude? Like, it's just like... Chat, you wanna know the only time I would go to a Panera? The only time I would go to a Panera is when my girlfriend wanted me to, or whenever my aunt wanted to get something, but she wanted to go healthy. Panera Bread is just overhyped, an overhyped deli. Yeah, it's not exciting. No one ever says, hey, let's go to Panera. You wanna know the only people that say let's go to Panera? The people that work in your office that are trying to gaslight you into being like, oh yeah, I eat healthy, I eat at Panera. I don't like fast food, but I'll go to a Panera whenever given the opportunity. That is the same vibe. D tier. No one ever wants to go to Panera Bread. It doesn't mean that the food is bad though. And that's the funny thing about this. Panera Bread, it's so basic that it's here's the best way to explain Panera Bread. It is overpriced regular food that you could just make yourself. Like, I can understand going to like a McAllister's Deli, but it's like going to a Panera Bread, dude, it's just, I don't know, man. Jack in the Box is fucking Boss Clark all day breakfast. See, dude, it's sad because the last Jack in the Box I went to didn't have all day breakfast. It's sad. Jack in the Box quality is just really bad, man. They have killer egg rolls. I will say their egg rolls are not that bad, but I'm not really a big egg roll person. But yeah, Panera Bread is just very fucking basic. All right, Papa John's Pizza. C tier. So here's the thing about Papa John's. I used to work at a Papa John's, and I have definitely had way too much of this pizza. But here's the thing you have to understand about me. I like doughy pizza. And when I was at Papa John's, the one thing I realized, you wanna know what makes this pizza bad? They don't put enough sauce on it. Every single time that I go to a Papa John's, I always, without fail, needs to happen, otherwise the pizza is garbage. You need to put extra sauce on that shit. Because I've seen them. They have this little ladle, all right? And they just put in a little bit of sauce, and then you have like a little bit of tomato paste on top of a shit ton of cheese and a shit ton of bread. And if you like doughy bread pizza, then Papa John's is great. But if you're someone that likes a thin crust pizza, their thin crust pizza is terrible. It's bad. It's just bad. And honestly, their topping quality isn't even that insane either. I can tell you, dude. Everything is in bags. Everything goes from the freezer in a bag to a lexicon in a place. It's very, very, very basic. They do chop their own. They do chop local vegetables though. At least the one that I went to, the one that I worked at. So the next time that you go to a Papa John's pizza, put extra sauce on that and then tell me if it's better. Because the biggest issue that I always find with Papa John's is that the sauce to pizza, the sauce to cheese to bread ratio is always terrible. And that's why a lot of people think that it's bad. But a good Papa John's pizza that you make yourself in the oven, and it just, oh, mwah. Something else you might need to do, if you don't like the doughy pizza, get it well baked. They put it in the oven for like another minute or two, and for some people that really alleviates their problem, because some people are like, good pizza is like this. Bad pizza does this. You know, the pizza that droops. Some people don't like droopy pizza. They like, you know, they like erect pizza. So yeah, just pizza texture is important for some people, you know? It's definitely better than Domino's in my opinion though. All right, Pizza Hut. When I was a kid, Pizza Hut was S tier. It really was. Back in the day, man. Oh man, back in the day, Pizza Hut was like, I don't want pizza, I want Pizza Hut. It just, I don't know if it was just an it was probably an advertising thing, because I watched a lot of cartoons when I was younger. But like, Pizza Hut when I was younger was like, oh man, we're having a good night. I don't see Sbarro. Believe it or not, I've actually never been to a Sbarro. They nerfed divorce in China? What? What? Now everyone out pizzas the Hut? Yep. Yep. 30-year-old saying back in the day. Dude, I'm allowed to say back in the day because I remember a time before the internet. But nowadays, dude, Pizza Hut's like the worst. Domino's is better than Pizza Hut. Papa John's is better than Pizza Hut. Everybody is better than Pizza Hut. I can't remember the last time that I ordered Pizza Hut and didn't regret it. 30-year-old is old, right? I mean, it's old enough. And when you're old enough, you're old. I would even put Little Caesars over it. I wouldn't go that far. Little Caesars has, like, really terrible cheese. I mean, everything about Little Caesars is bad. Back in the day, for McDonald's, KFC for me and my place as well. Yeah, yeah. I swear, man, like, just back in the day, KFC was amazing. Back in the day, Pizza Hut was amazing. Back in the day, McDonald's was not shit. You know? But now it's bad. Alright, next up, Popeyes. So here's something that I hear a lot from my EU community that has been to America. Dude, they think Popeyes is fucking crack. They think Popeyes is crack. And I remember for the longest time, I had Popeyes in the trash tier. I always thought, why would you go to Popeyes when you could go to KFC? When you could go to any other chicken place? And nowadays, it's why would you go to Popeyes when you go to Chick-fil-A? But here's the thing about Popeyes. Popeyes chicken is actually really fucking good, but Aurelia actually just hit it, dude. It is such a hit or miss. A good Popeyes restaurant will make you come back. A bad Popeyes restaurant will make you never want to touch the restaurant ever again. And I've seen both sides of this coin. The honest to God truth about Popeyes, it's the same as KFC now. It's just the same as KFC. KFC and Popeyes, the only thing that's different is, you know, the spices that they use, you know? Like, it's just another chicken place, you know? And it might be a little bit cheaper. I will say though, their chicken sandwiches, oh man, they're so good. Oh, dude, their chicken sandwiches are amazing. Might actually be one of the best chicken sandwiches out there. But everything else about a Popeyes really brings me down. Now do that with vegetarian meals? Popeye's best side dish? Red beans and rice, no joke. I mean, I just usually get mashed potatoes. I'm a mashed potatoes and gravy kind of guy. If I get fried chicken, I want mashed potatoes and gravy, macaroni and cheese, and maybe some cornbread. I don't really like most vegetables, so I wouldn't eat green beans, but... Yeah, dude, vegetarian fast food, you might as well just go to the grocery store. Alright, Qdoba. I'm putting it in the same category as Chipotle. I will fuck up a Qdoba. If anyone ever asks me, hey Clark, you want to go to Qdoba? I will always say yes. Same thing with Chipotle. I love Mexican food, and rice bowls are just, it's just so easy, dude. It's just so easy just to go to Qdoba, get a rice bowl, get a burrito, fill your face, and now you're like, oh, I'm good for the next couple hours, bro. This is like, when I was working my best paying job, I would legitimately always get Qdoba for lunch. And I had a friend that I would always go with. So it's like, that's another reason why I haven't rated so highly. Like, I actually would go to Qdoba on my lunch breaks when I was working. And man, it was legitimately the best part of my day. Just coming back with the soda. Finishing up my my sales shift. Alright, Steak and Shake. Yet another place where back in the day, Steak and Shake was unmatched. I thought that this was one of the best burger places when I was younger. Nowadays, it's. I mean, I don't even know, man. Like, okay, so like Steak and Shake. What do they have there? They have steak burgers. They have essentially smash burgers, like really, really thin patties. And oh man, dude, like they do a smash burger like no one else. But the quality of Steak and Shakes has just gone down ridiculously over the years. But they also have really good milkshakes. Hence the shake part. They're doing a lot better with the reorganization. Like the thing that really took Steak and Shake by storm was COVID. So if you guys didn't know, Steak and Shake used to be like the classic diner experience, right? Like imagine like a 50s burger, like a 50s diner with like a checkered floor, you know, very basic menu. You'd sit down, you'd get your meal. That's what Steak and Shake was. Nowadays, what Steak and Shake is, they have all of their orders done through a kiosk, and they have all of their employees making the food, and they just give it to you as quickly as you can, and you can choose to sit down or you can go home with it. They still have the restaurant, but almost no one sits down at a Steak and Shake anymore. They just take it to go, or they go through drive-thru. So it's like they're pulling it around, and the food is still good, but like it just doesn't feel the same, man. It just really doesn't feel the same. It's a really fucking good burger though when it's done well. Good Steak and Shakes are A tier. But since there are not that many good Steak and Shake restaurants, I gotta put in the B tier. I just do. I still would rather go to a Steak and Shake than a McDonald's though. You could sit at the bar and watch them cook. It was fun. Yeah, dude. Like the take home a sack. COVID was so bad for humanity. Most of the showed their true faces. Yeah, I mean businesses in particular, corporations. We gotta maximize profits. All right, next up is Sonic. Okay. So there's the drive-thru, right? Then there is Sonic. Sonic is a drive-in. And the reason why I'm pulling up a picture is because you need to understand how it exactly works here. So you could go through a conventional drive-thru where you just go through, order your meal, go through over here the side window and pick it up. But something that's very common is Sonic. You can pull up, you can ring the bell, you can ask for your food, and then they'll bring it out to you on like roller skates. You know, it's one of those types of restaurants. Sonic has everything that you can imagine. Like, let's just like look at a Sonic menu. They have burgers, they have chicken sandwiches, they have Texas toast sandwiches, they have hot dogs, they've got popcorn chicken, they've got mozzarella stick. This is like a concession stand, essentially, man. Like this place has more snack options than than meal options. This is like the place that after your kid has like a successful baseball game, you take him to Sonic, because if he wants to get like a burger and some ice cream, he can do that. But something else that they have here are these personalized drinks. Like the options that you have on a Sonic are actually insane. And they've also got like their own like pseudo like Blizzard. Like I'm not gonna lie, dude, a good Sonic restaurant is actually really good. However, there has been several times where it is so terribly managed that I remember having to literally sit in the spot for like 30 minutes before I got my food. And it's like, bro, I just should have gone, because like the thing that you don't realize is that if you're there sitting for 30 minutes, you literally could have just gone through the conventional drive-thru and gotten your food on regular time. So like that's like the kind of the risk that you can incur with a place like this, right? But oh man, we're talking about the food, not necessarily the service. Food's A tier. It's just what you want. When I was living with my aunt for a little bit, my aunt loved going to Sonic. She would always come back with like either like she would go there for breakfast if she was ever like driving in the area around the time, or like if she was coming back home for like lunch or something, she would have like a little snack or something like from Sonic. Like, whenever she wanted to spoil herself, she would go to Subway. Good options, good food for the price. You just gotta make sure that you don't go when it's completely busy, but that's the thing. Sonic restaurants literally have, like, several places to park. Like, they can deal with a lot of people, but even then, dude, these people are staying in these spots for a while. You don't go into a Sonic, though. They don't have, like, sit down or anything like that. Killer Code drinks, we gotta rate on the place with top quality staffing and management. Things get really muddy when you remember the shitty franchises. I agree with that, but there are some places that are synonymous with being bad. Like Little Caesars, for example. You're never gonna find a top quality Little Caesars restaurant. You're just not. They don't exist. Much like with Waffle House. Waffle House, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what you're getting yourself into. All right, Shake Shack. I gotta be honest, man. I've never had Shake Shack. And if I've had Shake Shack, I don't remember it. The one thing I remember about Shake Shack is this place has ridiculously high prices compared to all the other fast food places. It's like, it's ridiculous how much more expensive their ice cream is. And it's burgers and ice cream, man. Like, it can only get so good, right? But yeah, I've never been to a Shake Shack. There actually is one nearby me. Maybe I try it out. Five Guys and Shake Shack are about the same price. See, now it all makes sense. And I know I've been to Five Guys several times, but I've never been to a Shake Shack. Shake Shack is God tier. Really, it's God tier. I'll have to try it, man. I will say, there's a Bojangles, there's a Moe's, and there's a Shake Shack nearby me. I could easily try these places. Next up is Subway. Subway is D tier. Only eat once in France. Just don't make a sketchy sandwich. Here's the thing about Subway. It's trash. It just is. Subway is trash food. And here's the reason why Subway is trash food. They legally had to tell that there's only one word I need to say about Subway. Does anybody know what that word is? Yes, it's tuna! Yes! Oh man, Subway's tuna products have been the subject of controversy and a lawsuit, with some claiming that they don't contain real tuna. However, Subway claims that they use 100% real wild-caught tuna and have a website dedicated to debunking the claims. A lawsuit filed by a California woman claiming that Subway's tuna included other fish species, animal products, or no tuna at all was dismissed. But here's the thing. If you have to make a website, if you literally have to have, you've already lost the fight, brother. You may have won in the court of law, but in the court of public opinion, everyone thinks that you don't have real tuna. And worst case scenario, now it's a meme. The thing that sucks about Subway is that Subway makes more money off of franchising than it does off of actually making food. Subway makes more money off of there being more restaurants, not about there being more sales. There's like a whole John Oliver special dedicated to this. So sad we don't have them in the Netherlands. Shake Shack's the best burger you've ever had. Whoa. Subway is fine when you're either hungry or don't have money. And see, I agree with that. The only time that I stop by a Subway is when, I need something quick, I need something cheap, and I'm probably gonna be eating it in the car. Case in point, whenever I do gigs with the Indigos, and we have to stop for gas, there's only so many things for food. And when we find a gas station that has a Subway, it's well, there's not going to be that many places. There's not going to be that many food places for several miles. Might as well just go to Subway. I never go to Subway voluntarily. However, I will say, if I ever go to Subway, their rotisserie chicken is not that bad. I get rotisserie chicken, provolone cheese, lettuce, tomato, get some sweet onion sauce. Ooh, it's actually not that bad. But the other thing about Subway is their fucking bread, dude. Like, Subway bread is ridiculously high in sugar. Subway bread typically contains 3 to 5 grams of sugar per 6-inch roll, according to the Washington Post and NPR. The 9-grain honey oat wheat bread, a popular choice, has 6 grams of sugar, while 9-grain wheat bread has 5 grams. This amount is roughly equivalent to a teaspoon of sugar. So it's like their tuna is considered not tuna. Their bread is omega sugary. It's like at that point you're not even like you're not going to Subway to get good food. So it's just like I don't know, man. Whenever it's just like I like sandwiches too. I love sandwiches. Subway has the worst sandwich. I'm so unused to healthy food. I don't know any of that. Oh, I'm so unused to unhealthy food. Yeah, it's a good thing, dude. Honestly, it's a great thing. This is the thing that sucks about Americans, man. Our diets are literally the fucking worst because the options they give us are fucking like you could go to a grocery store and you could buy fruit and you could buy vegetables super cheap. It's not about that, but it's like meat in particular. Unless you're going to a very specific place, it usually feels like the meat that they're giving you is like riddled with problems, you know? And speaking of problems, you guys have to realize that this is a personal preference, okay? If I'm being for real, the food quality is probably a B, okay? But here's the thing about Taco Bell, okay? Here's the thing about Taco Bell. Taco Bell, like I'm not putting it in S tier. I'm just showing you like Taco Bell is where I go the most if I'm just getting food. If I'm thinking, hey, I'm gonna go get food with a friend of mine, I'm like, hey, let's go to Taco Bell. If it's like past midnight, I'm going to Taco Bell. Like if it's cheap, I'm going to Taco Bell. Pretty sure Chipotle is S tier. Chipotle is like patron warrior. I only reason why I'm not putting them in S tier is because S tier needs to be very limited, you know? Like, it's still very good. I would put them in S tier if these places weren't so much better quality of food. Taco Bell is actually a B tier in terms of quality, though. Like, it's not terrible. Taco Bell, it ain't cheap anymore, though. And that's something about Taco Bell. They've lost their way. It used to be the best place to get cheap food, and you can still get cheap food there. $7 can get you a burrito, a taco, a chalupa, chips and cheese, and a drink. For $7, that's still pretty good. It used to be their $5 meal deal, but now it's a $7 meal deal. You could still cheap out a Taco Bell, but your options are not nearly as plentiful as they used to be. And case in point, dude, my favorite Taco Bell item loaded grillers, man. Oh my god, bring me back. Oh, $1. Oh, dude. These things were like, oh my god, this was the best value you ever got at Taco Bell. Look at how big these fuckers were. The Chipotle chicken. The Chipotle chicken loaded griller, dude. When they brought them back, was like legitimately my favorite item from Taco Bell. The Chipotle chicken loaded griller. It's chicken, it's sour cream, it's Chipotle sauce. It was perfect. $1 for this shit. $2 when I was in college. But now they don't have them anymore. Because Taco Bell is like watching a shooting star, okay? You enjoy it in the moment, because tomorrow it could go away. Tomorrow it may not be coming back. Subway could pull that off with 95 cents. Yeah, dude. For me, personally, I go to Taco Bell the most. Like, if this was based off of what I get the most, this would definitely be an S tier. But in quality, Taco Bell's a solid B tier. Solid B tier. I'm definitely not putting it above Boston Market. But yeah, dude. All right, Whataburger. So the last time that I had Whataburger was when I went to Alabama for a gig. We literally drove down to Alabama and then back in the same night. Oh my God, that was the worst. Okay, not the same night, but it was by far the most tiring gig we've ever had. Here's the thing about Whataburger. It's very basic from what I can remember. It's just a standard burger joint. I'm gonna put it in the I don't know tab because it's been so long. I've only had it like once or twice, if ever. And it's like, from what I can tell, it's just the Southerners burger place, you know? It's legitimately just the Southerners burger joint. You know how people in California freak out about In-N-Out? Same thing in the South with Whataburger. It's just, In-N-Out is way more talked about. I just now realized that I've had the music doubling up this entire time. But it's good music. Ah, fuck it. I mean, if you guys haven't complained about it yet, you're not complaining about it now. But yeah. I've had both S tier and C tier Whataburger. That's how it works, man. Burger place, restaurants in America are just like that, right? All right, Waffle House. You don't go to Waffle House because it's a good time. You go to a Waffle House to see the fights. And here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. A lot of people just don't understand the Waffle House content that is in America. Let's see if I can find this. I remember this being a meme. But there used to be this website called Funny Data Correlations or something like that, where literally it would just spit out like a weird statistical truth, where it was like here is an example with Waffle House. This was the example that it gave you. Locations, cities or towns that had a Waffle House in them were more likely to be violent areas in the country. Violence and Waffle House location was a positive correlation. And I really wish I could find the post because it's so fucking funny. It's so true. Like, look at that. Look at Waffle House violence. Why are there so many fights at Waffle House? The internet is awash with videos of people fighting at Waffle House, but no one seems to know the reason why. Like, sounds racist. Dude, this has nothing to do with racism. This has everything to do with the fact that whenever anybody were to hear or see a video about Waffle House, it's because people are getting into fights. Like, people just start duking it out at the Waffle House for whatever reason. And it's not just customers against other customers. Sometimes it's customers versus staff. Like, like Waffle House just has this notorious reputation of, dude, if you're gonna go there, you might as well bring some gloves with you, some boxing gloves. You're gonna get into a fight probably. But in terms of its food, it's not good. It's not good. Is it a trend in Waffle House to fight? You are just more likely to find people that are willing to throw their lives away at a Waffle House, I guess. I really don't know what it is. I don't know why. It's one of those statistical anomalies where you just accept that it's real. Waffle House is not trash though, but it's in your lists. I mean, it's definitely trash though here, man. Like, I cannot remember the last time that I had a good Waffle House experience. It was just very mediocre, man. Waffle House name tags that say someone has worked there 30+ years, and the staff are bragging about how many fights they've won. Yo, dude, I'm a 30-year world-time champion at the Waffle House. Stay out of my shit, bro. You don't want any of this. That's actually hilarious, dude. I would feel more protected with someone who worked at a Waffle House for 30 years than I would with an American soldier. No disrespect to the American soldier, but that Waffle House employee has seen way more shit. But yeah, Waffle House is synonymous with violence for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just the truth of the land. Okay, I've never been to a Witch, and I've never been to a Zaxby's. This one's gonna get me in trouble. This one's gonna get me in trouble right here. I feel like some people are gonna be like, Clark, how have you not had Zaxby's? Or Zaxby, however you pronounce it, Zaxby's. From what I hear, this place is really good. I've just never tried it. So the last thing that we have on the list, Wendy's. I am not gonna lie. Top of B tier. I believe that Wendy's has the best fast food burger, in my opinion. Wendy's S tier? I would not put Wendy's above Qdoba and Chipotle, which is why it's going in the B tier. It is, okay, you know what? Fuck, I'll put it in the A tier. I'll at least put, I will put it in the A tier, but it's going in the bottom of the A tier, top of B tier. Like, Wendy's, okay, Wendy's burgers are definitely better than Sonic, but here's the thing. Sonic does a lot of other things better than Wendy's. They have better desserts, they have better drinks, they have better snacks, but Wendy's burgers are top tier, for sure. Wendy's has got better burgers than McDonald's, Steak and Shake, definitely better than Jack in the Box. Fuck Burger King. Like, I will never get a burger from Burger King ever again. New reality show, Waffles Chosen, prize pool, free breakfast whole life. Yeah, Wendy's burgers are made with fresh beef. You can definitely tell the difference with a Wendy's burger, dude. You really can. Like, you wanna know something else about Wendy's burgers? I eat a Wendy's burger, I feel like I can go and have a day. You know, I don't feel like I'm gonna be trapped in my bed or in my couch after eating it. Like, if I just eat a regular Wendy's single burger, like just one patty, I could go out and do my day. You know, it's not gonna incapacitate me. And I don't know if that's because of the fresher ingredients or whatever, but I mean, that's just something I've noticed. So there you guys have it. Chipotle and Five Guys, one of the best places to go. Maybe I put Chipotle up here because it is slightly. I mean, here's the thing, man. Chipotle and Qdoba. Qdoba is more flavorful, but Chipotle just feels like it doesn't end your day. The biggest issue with American fast food is that if you go to one of these places, I hope and I pray that you don't have plans afterwards. Cause half of the shit you eat when it's the end of your day, and you're gonna go like drink a beer and watch TV for the rest of your day, or do nothing like physical, you know. So you know what? I'll say this is my list. This is my list. I need to check out the Zaxby's. I need to check out Shake Shack apparently, and I need to check out Moe's because these are places that are nearby me. So maybe I do like an update video or something. So American, just have breakfast and go to sleep? Dude, you think I'm going to Wendy's for breakfast? I mean, they do have breakfast options though. I have been to Wendy's for breakfast, but it's not like I go every day. I don't usually like going to fast food for breakfast, unless I have no other things to do. Zaxby's around I-75 headed to Florida. There is a Zaxby's in Indiana. There are not that many of them, but there is one that I know, because it used to be, when I used to live with my aunt, it was around her house. No wonder Snoop Dogg has breakfast at 8 p.m. Really now? Snoop Dogg has breakfast at 8 p.m. or at 8 a.m. Snoop Dogg has breakfast. What? Snoop Dogg has jokingly mentioned eating breakfast at 8 p.m., likely referring to a late-night snack or meal. He's known for enjoying hard-boiled eggs with toast as a late-night snack, which he humorously calls breakfast. He also enjoys other late-night options like hamburgers, tacos, or chicken wings. I see. Is IHOP really that bad? Yes. Yes. I can make better breakfast than IHOP, so can you. IHOP eggs are terrible. IHOP bacon is paper thin. IHOP pancakes are not worth everything else being trashed here. I can make better breakfast than IHOP. Why would I go out and spend extra money for less value and to also be disappointed? It's just the worst. Because time, brother, it would take you less time to make it at home than to go into your car, drive to an IHOP, sit down, wait 30 minutes, because sometimes you have to wait a little bit before they even let you in because there's so many people that are sitting there, and then you go in, you finally sit down, wait to be waited, finally make your order. Like, what do you mean because time? You realize that breakfast does not take that much time. I can make breakfast literally in 20 minutes. Make eggs, bacon, and toast. If I make pancakes, it'll take me another 20 minutes maybe. Like, add the time to clean up. That is true. That might be true. But you could still make your own breakfast for cheaper and better. Like, time is a cost, I get that, but when you are spending more money for less time, sometimes you just have a little bit more time for less money. You know, like, it's just like, at what point do you spend an hour and a half to overspend on breakfast? When you could just go to the store, get bacon and eggs and toast or ingredients for pancakes, and you can have breakfast at home 3 times more often than going to IHOP. IHOP is just trash, though. It just is. Omega terrible. Yeah, we don't cook because of cleanup? What? Yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, there are some people that think that way. Alright, I maybe have time for a couple more games. I'm not gonna lie, that took a lot longer than I thought. Ever since I got 1500 Legend, I tanked all because FaZe is a Priest and Demon Hunter. Meta is dog shit. I really don't have much to say other than I'm not Legend. That's really all I need to say. I know what's good, I know what could hit Legend, but I do not want to be bothered to playing B decks right now. I would rather have fun with my archetypes. I'm probably gonna have to do like a meta climb closer to when the season ends, because God forbid I don't at least hit Legend. But it's like, dude, like I just don't care. I just don't care about the meta at this point. We've got quests. I'm looking forward to quests. Theorycraft is probably gonna be happening soon. So there's even less reasons for me to even begin to try standard at the moment or try hard it. I really could give less of a shit about what rank you peaked at or where you got caught by the aggro, because if you're not playing the meta decks, who cares when that starts happening? Hope I achieve Legend this month with Starship. You definitely will. It's just a matter of time. I have like destroyed my MMR though. I am only going up against like Imbue Paladin. It's crazy how Imbue Paladin is like the deck at Diamond 2 Legend. Do I have something planned later? Yes, I do have something planned later. It is Father's Day, and our family has some stuff planned because we usually do something for Mother's Day every year. But this year we couldn't get everybody to agree on a day for Mother's Day, so we were like, ah, fuck it, we'll just push it to Father's Day. That's when we usually celebrate those days, is on Mother's Day, and May is usually easier for people to plan around. I'm never coining for so we'll just pass. Like, if I'm gonna be honest though, this meta is fine. If it's just not your cup of tea, that doesn't mean that the meta is shit. That's not what you want to do. Because now, I can coin the 5, I can trade. I don't need to play the Sleepy yet, bro. Why would I coin Sleepy and then start doing it this way? I need to think about late game. I need to think about, you know, how else I'm gonna win this game. And this is very unlikely that it survives. Ooh, we got the 80s music. Let's go, dude. That hunter me, bro. I don't really want any of these. I guess I made the wrong choice here. This match is ours, we win this, or my name isn't Mateo. Oh, I guess we're losing now. Sadly, I lost this matchup the last time I queued into it. It's kind of hard for us to win with the Octazari combo. Okay, there he is. I could cube a Yor. It's not the worst idea in the world, but I also feel like it's not really gonna do all too much. But it's like, it's either that or throw out Sleepy. I'll keep it for fun, why not? Do not mill Octazari, please. Oh wait, that's right, I don't get the card draw immediately. Okay, let's go, never mind, this was right. I'm not used to cubing the Yor, because this isn't really what you want to do. You usually want to save your cubes so that way, like, you want to double cube the Fell Hunter. And the reason why that matters, especially against Paladin, is because they have the removal for it. But if I'm actually trying to kill him sooner rather than later, this could be okay. Forces him to use some resources as well. Build a card in the process. One less to turn a dormant. I mean, but I still get the minion, though. I get one more dormant proc than I would have originally. Point is, you don't usually want to cube the Yor. I'm gonna be milling a card, actually. Unless I use the red card. Do we ever just red card as Yor? Probably not. Like, dude, oh my lord. I really need to find a deck that I want to hit Legend with, dude. I'm really tired of me just being, like, completely burnt out in the middle of a game. Fuck it, I don't know, man. I'm gonna mill a card at this point.
Is too full.
We don't need the second red card for Octazari. I mean, it depends on how we're setting up the combo. I more so just don't want to dormant a 5/5 that's going to give him more card draw when he's already throwing out cards from hand. I'd rather dormant something like that. But if I'm being honest, we're probably just dead now.
My hand is full.
Could also just red card this. Which honestly is technically better. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't played the Fell Hunter yet. LOL. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I fucking agree, dude. Fuck it. We'll end the day with one Mill Warlock game. He played Ursul 07. Dude, I really don't think that Ursul is that good in that deck, but sadly, there's nothing else in the deck that makes more sense than Ursul. Why is there no other deck like a Mill Warlock that's even remotely interesting right now? I'm just upset with the lack of interesting archetypes that are available right now. It's just literally nothing but old archetypes that are good right now. Buff. I don't know how favorable of a matchup this is. It's gotta be somewhat favorable though, right? That's annoying. Yep, hand buff. Anyone know the mod that makes Balatro animation 16 times faster? No idea. I didn't even know you could go past 4.
The citadel stands strong.
This might be wrong to push button, but I think I like the idea of getting rid of the reborn value. Develops board a little bit. Play for a little bit of tempo. If this survives, we could play Curse Campaign on it.
My blood for the Lich King.
Does that say 34%? Dude, I love it when idiots come in here and be like, Lamau 34%, and there's all the games that aren't added. I probably have like a 47% win rate with this deck. Oh, would you look at that? This is honestly not that bad of a turn. Do I make double 8/8 here? I'm kind of dying on board. But actually, it might be tapping the table flip instead. Know yours. At this point, I don't care about win rate if you don't experience it. Yeah, honestly, dude, like, it's me, it's all bad. Yeah, I know, dude, but it's just like, it's just, there are so many people that come in here and say that legitimately. I know that you're fine. I'm not calling you out in particular. But holy shit, dude, the amount of people that are like, why do you play this deck when it has a 34% win rate? And I'm like, if you're legitimately asking that, then you actually are stupid. Like, I mean, come on, man. I've explained this several times, and there are people that just don't understand that the reason I'm playing this deck is because I actually do enjoy it. So I'm willing to let a bad win rate happen if it means learning a deck. And there are some people that are literally so freaking fragile, where it's like, if a deck even gives them the slightest amount of resistance when it comes to learning it, they don't pick it up. It's like, you would enjoy the game if you just stopped thinking about it, you know? They're so obsessed over what their win rate is, they're not thinking about whether or not they're having fun. And I really hate people that think like that. It's just a matter of, it's just a matter of trying things before you immediately, you know, dismiss them, you know? People are so focused on what their win rate is instead of like whether or not they're having fun, and that's such a problem, in my opinion. Also, your bottom of the deck, never lucky. I don't think we're ever winning this at this point. Didn't draw the most important card against the tempo matchup. And that's another thing that really sucks about climbing with this deck at this rate, dude. Like, I'm just going up against decks that I shouldn't be losing to. Okay, hold on. Yeah, people have fun in Hearthstone, you'd think. You would think. It is a game, after all. And if you're not going for esports, then why do you really care about the W? Alright, hold on. Kind of annoying how I have to respect it. Can I get a Yor so I don't just get slammed by a 16-15 minion? I mean, I'm gonna get slammed by it no matter what I do now. One more and I'm done. I wanted to at least play a Yor, dude. I'm just ready for a new update, dude. It's just the patch did not, like, what was even the point of the patch if it doesn't make things any different? Legitimate question. What was even the point in gaslighting us into trying this new patch when nothing is different? Like, I feel like the only thing that really changed this patch is that people are actually playing Pain Demon Hunter now. And if that's the case, then we really are fucked. If that's the new deck we're playing, then GG, I guess. At least I have Yor in my hand this time. Goro next month. Yeah, it's too far away, dude. Wow, really? Twisted Meta trailer? No, I have not.
Must have slept in.
May have an argument not to tap there. But I don't have Campaign and I don't have Conflagrate. So we're probably going to end up using Layover on the Yor. So I probably have Table Flip into Cavern next turn. Have a little bit of healing. Just realized the song called Bananas and Blow. Yeah, it's a good song. Okay, there's a curse campaign. Pretty sus song? What do you mean, dude? I'm just living on my cabana, living off of Bananas and Blow. What, you guys don't do that? I hear it's a very healthy combination. You know, bananas are great for potassium. Diamond 5, we've regressed. I played Sleepy Demon Hunter, and it was clearly the wrong choice. At this point, let's just agree that Clark's not hitting Legend this month. Cause what am I gonna do? Am I really just gonna play Starship DK at this point? I would really hate to do that. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I realize I keep going down this fucking this route of doom and gloom, but it's like, what the fuck am I gonna play? Like, the only thing interesting that I'm even seeing on this list is Starship Rogue. Maybe I try that out. But it's like, Death Rattle, Demon Hunter. Like, I think that Umbra's complete bait in the deck, but everyone and their mother seems to agree that Ball Hog with Umbra is the only way to play it, even though I think Felbat is infinitely better. But who knows? I'm completely out of touch with the meta. It's just, I don't even want to fucking learn at this point. I'm so ready for the new content that I could not be bothered to learn this fucking meta. Like, in depth. I don't know, dude. I just couldn't care. Do I care about milling a card? It's not worth clearing this board. We don't want to mill Dark Morrow. Not guaranteed to get it off of this. We don't want to mill Prize Vendor, so we can't afford to mill anything here. Which means throwing away the escape pod, potentially. Which isn't terrible, but it's also just, ugh. I don't know, dude. I need a Hearthstone deck to make me feel good again. play Amalgam ever the play. I was considering it. The only issue is that he probably always trades into it, and since I actually have the Archdruid in my hand, it's probably just better to do it that way. I am probably for sure always playing Layover next turn, right? So it's Layover to get the Yours back, push button into Amalgam, Drain Soul, play the Druid. 33% win rate. Oh my god, dude. Stop looking. I swear to God, I'm gonna disable this number. If I have one more person that points out this number, I'm going to lose it. It's not a 33% win rate. I promise you guys, we at least have a 40% win rate. Which sounds way better. But why put ourselves through this? Because there's literally nothing else interesting to do right now. And that's legitimately my opinion. There's nothing else interesting to play. I don't want to play Starship DK. I don't want to play Imbue Druid. I don't want to play the Demon Hunter decks that are good. Like, Starship Hunter is fun for me. I could probably play some Starship Hunter. I don't know. Starship Hunter and Starship Rogue are like decks I'm kind of interested in. But it's like, I legitimately don't want to play them the Legend though. That's the issue. It's like, I'm interested in them. I'll probably play them for like a couple of games and be like, not interesting either. I'm literally, I've already explained this several times, but I'm in the mindset of new cards are coming. Why do I care about what's happening in front of me right now? This won't matter when the update happens. I'd rather focus on the new synergies instead of trying to optimize these decks that have been around for months now. And it's like, that's my biggest issue with the balance patch, dude. The balance patch didn't solve any of the problems. It doesn't change what people are playing. All it did was make some things slightly less powerful, and there's still no wiggle room to get better for other archetypes. It's still unplayable or playable. Arcwing Mage, no. I'm sorry, I've been burned by Arcwing Mage way too many times. I can't go down that road again.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Draw 2 from the deck. Do I care about taking that damage? No, I shouldn't. I'm getting 10. I didn't see the supernovas. No, I saw them. No, I saw them, dude. I've tried a deck like this before. It's unfortunately way too Christmas land. You have too many wing conditions essentially that are very dependent on very specific draws. That's the issue with the Arcwing and why it never did well. It was so super dependent on having the perfect setup turns that if you didn't have those setup turns, it legitimately could not do anything else well. And because of that, like I'm just not interested in the archetype. All right, hold on. That's a lot of damage. I didn't mind the micro nerf the Paladin, but there needed to be some buffs at least. No, dude, that's not even that. The micro nerf the Paladin doesn't change the issue with the Paladin deck. That's my problem. It's still doing the same shit. It's just not gaining attack through Divine Shield minions. Who gives a fuck? Like, unironically, who the fuck cares about that? The problem was how quickly the 8/8s are getting played and how easy it is to summon the 5/5s. It's either nerf the deck or don't. You know what I mean? It's either nerf the deck or what are we doing? They're just not nerfing the deck. Like, I wouldn't even call it I wouldn't even call it a micro nerf. It's almost a waste of a balance patch update, man. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Alright, doesn't look like we're losing here. Because we just have lethal next turn, right?
Let me nurture your spirit.
Taking 3. I had a very big penis playing Handbuff Paladin. Whoa. I think people would say the opposite. But that's because Handbuff Paladin was like the hated deck, right? Okay, hold on. So, do I amalgam this into this? So that way I can try to not accidentally overthrow? Or is that ever an issue? Because it has the amalgam first, so shuffling itself into the deck. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is just
Time grows short.
Oh, the only micro thing that paladins have is in their pants. Alright, so we don't accidentally die, right?
I've seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
GG.
The end of my death.
And overflows.
I did it. See, guys, 33% win rate deck.
I'm running out. I have no cards left.
Did he just concede, or did that actually kill him? Did I actually just kill him? And you, no, dude, no, it's not even 34%. Because notice how the thing, it's not counting this win. It's not counting it. It's not counting it. Not at all. Doesn't count it. If I go to my tracker, none. None. That's just how this cookie crumbles. All right, well, that's gonna be enough complaining about Hearthstone for one day. Maybe tomorrow I'll find my motivation. Why don't you edit those in? I have no idea how to do that, and that takes way too much effort to even begin explaining that to me. Let's see, who do we raid? Takes 3 seconds? That's 3 more seconds than I have. Dude, there's like no one streaming right now, what the fuck? Dude, even Jin's playing Mario Kart right now. There's no one playing Hearthstone, what the hell? Jiminator streaming, I guess we're throwing it to Jiminator. The only man that actually enjoys Hearthstone right now. I don't know how Jiminator does it, I wish I had his positivity. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Tomorrow I will not have, wait, hold on, what's the schedule? So I can actually tell you guys what's real. So, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow there will be a stream. Will be Marvel Mondays. We'll be ending it a little bit soon because I'm going to another Pacers watch party. Tuesday, I've got a gig. Streams will be more common on the 18th through the rest of the month. But this last week, these last couple of days have been very busy for me. So thank you guys for being patient. More updates in the Discord if you guys want to know what's going on in real time. Feel free to @me if you ever have any questions. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.